shield, I'm equipped for these spiritual bullets. They shoot at the perfect in secret. Reading these laws, it ain't flaw, so I keep it. Shout out to bishops and shout out to deacons, captains and officers. I see the reason they say what we do is treason. God body, God army, God nation. My oblation, broken spirit, consecration. Kings and priests, shining brighter than the constellation. Nukes to the north, yeah, that's abomination. For all the lies and the blasphemy. Slay the dragon, hunt down the demons. Vagabond getting judgment, and you looking at the judges.
Yo, Israel the prince of the power. I came with an army, 144,000. We move like a unit, like Nike, just do it in here. Them lions come to devour, and no weapon form gon' prosper. And we in the building like lava. Shout out to Deacon, can't tolerate treason. No me, casa su casa. Come to my city, better check in. Picked up my weight, get my sets in. We do not tolerate threats, man. Our angels activate, less than 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you're done. How you gonna see when he block out the sun? Where you gonna hide? How you gonna run? Come with a cavalry, striving for mastery, praying for vengeance, a holy catastrophe. Build up the kingdom, yeah, that is the strategy. Get it in blood. America gone in 60 minutes. Yeah, it is finished, no necromancy. Build up my walls, that's expansion. Roll with the sun, many matches.
I pull up, we rollin', we deep it and deep. Them angels invisible, watch how they creep. I know I'm elite, I know I'm the seed. I'm bought with a price, they want the receipts. I tell them the Bible is all that I need. I pull it, they leave, they make like a tree. No chosen, I know that you more like a beast. You rollin' with pride, but I roll with the meat. I don't need no naps, I don't need no sleep. Ain't selling no dope, but get changed on them streets. They conquer the west, I press to the east. Go pop with the Bible, extending my reach. Ain't toting no guns, but we got some range. Don't do it for dollars, we do it for change. Cut left from bleeding, the Bible to aid. They called it a murder, cause doctrine was slain.
Unprecedented events.
You are now flying.
SOT. Dream team.
Let's go.
Fervent heat. Let's go. Hey, 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 hey. Repeat after me. My G-O-D. He up top G. My presets be on repeat.
Let's go.
Your past ain't messing with me. I'm a SOG. 12 up boy, we the elites. We gon' turn this shit upside down, make it hot. 144,000 degrees. I've been a prophet since birth. Angels sent back to the earth. My nation was sold, I know we the gold. Don't try me, boy, I know my worth. Like Adam came out of the dirt. Image of God, boy, I know that shit hurt. It's brick in the city, we still on the block and we putting in work. Purple and gold on my shirt. We never rest, we alert. Saturday, pull up to campus, don't ask boy on Sunday, we blessing the church. I'm about to murk all these scoffers. Nigga, shut up, you getting this verse. He played with the fire, it's ashes to ashes, he don't need a hearse.
This is what the saints have been waiting for. The soundtrack to the end of the world. The symphony of destruction. If you're not ready, you better get ready. Let's go.
But ain't nobody really trying to probe them. They probing the Israelites, trying to associate us with all kinds of evil and all that. But here you got straight up terrorists that's going out killing our people wholesale. Ain't nobody trying to connect the dots. That's why they're not talking. Where's the ADL at? Where them bastards at? Where's all of this protection of blacks and all this?
Where were you when Sergio Blame was in the news? Where were you when George Floyd was getting the blues? Where were you when they killed Shane Carter? Where were you when they slayed all the martyrs? ADL, Canary Mission, SBLC, BBC, Greenback, Martyr Rice, Millstein, Black Jackson. There's a whole bunch of red devils steady talking shit, acting like they love my people, but they really counterfeit. Take a look at their resume, see if they legit. It's a lot of bodies dropping, we ain't seen them demons yet. Like where you was at? Where you was at when they killed Tamir Rice? Where you was at when they killed Dante Wright? They drop our bodies when they see us shining bright. So we strong in the Lord and the power of his might. Take flight and become illuminated on a hater set. Babylon on fire, burning hotter than the cradle. Gotta really love your people, do no evil to your neighbor. Cause we looking to the heavens as we waiting on our Savior. Where you was at? Where were you when Sergio Blame was in the news? Where were you when George Floyd was getting the blues? push on your Twitter, we got you triggered. Pushing your brothers, yo, we got the coast of the nukes. We know you the dukes, and it's a hazard when we out spreading the truth. Slave ships, funny that. Plantation, we're running that. You're pushing the music that's killing my people to make all the addicts keep coming back. But this is the prophecy, and all the problems that you about to see. And nothing compared to the king of the kings, the homicide is sending out to sea. And deputy coming for judgment stateside. We know where to find you, can't hide. Light up the world like daytime. Them fishes go hunting, it's game time. Ha! Whether you was such a blame us in the news. Whether you was towards forward, get the blue. Whether you when they killed Sheen Carter. Whether you when they slayed all the martyrs, ADL. Canary Mission, SBS, BBC, Green Black, Marvel Rice, Lil Stein, Black Genocide. Go! Where was you? Someone putting lies on the pedestal. The earth ain't less than you, cause you fighting no that's exceptional. And those are skeptical. My God, judgment's incredible. You begging for attention, you don't need the kind that's medical. Heretical, pride makes you go on Breakfast Club and start fabricating lies. Now it's lunchtime for the people that you despise. You had dinner or expense, your recompense is just dessert for the evil you tried to hide. It was prophesied, we would be perpetually hated. Let them debate it, our people shot, hurt and degraded. The curve we ate it, and all them times when crimes went down. Where was you? Nowhere to be found. I'm tired of these weak clowns. Whether you was such a blame us in the news. Whether you was towards forward, get the blue. Whether you when they killed Sheen Carter. Whether you when they slayed all the martyrs, ADL. Canary Mission, SBS, BBC, Green Black, Marvel Rice, Lil Stein, Black Genocide. Go! Mr. Israel, bring that fire out.
Thomas, aren't you ashamed? Come right over here and kiss the poor little birdie and make up.
Come here, Thomas, and kiss the little birdie.
Mary mission. You thought we was weak, you thought we would leave, we thought we would run for cover. The chosen seed, the sand of the seas, and we never run from nothing. 10 toes down, we can't leave, we in the bond covenant. They angry birds, they can't sleep, yellow canary, they suffering.
I step on a bird, no Sesame Street. The bigger they are, the louder they tweet. I kill the villain, they pay me to beat. Sylvester and Jerry ain't nothing on me. Michael Jackson with the moonwalk, you can feel the thriller when I beat it. Spirit grow when you feed it. Boots banging undefeated. I'm running the play, no X's and O's. I follow my coach to leadership. We chopping the tree, ain't no cedar hill. That Lebanon burn, I got heaters here. All gas, no brakes. All action, no takes. Canary mission full of fakes. One mic, all it takes.
You thought we was weak, you thought we would leave, we thought we would run for cover. Yeah. The chosen seed, the sand of the seas, and we never run from nothing. 10 toes down, we can't leave, we in the bond covenant. They angry birds, they can't sleep, yellow canary, they suffering.
What's a canary to a lion? What is a demon to a god? Holding their feet to the fire. Yeah, we revealing all their lies. Because this truth they despise. Now they got the world trying to turn on us. Every time we bring up their wickedness, they turn around and put the blame on us. But this train moving, what you really doing is putting a whole lot of fame on us. People waking up left and right, shining bright and not the same on you. Revelation chapter 3 verse 9. Say you the Jews, but you do lie. The devil see, we see it in your eyes. It's all division, see your own demise.
You thought we was weak, you thought we would leave, we thought we would run for cover. The chosen seed, the sand of the seas, and we never run from nothing. 10 toes down, we can't leave, we in the bond covenant. They angry birds, they can't sleep, yellow canary, they suffering.
Tweety on his daddy's mission, he done seen the internet is death for him. See the vivid try to come against us, got the word of God, now we blasting on him. My God's black, green blasting phony. Twitter fingers, but he hiding from me. Got a lot to say with no evidence. Scripts say they black, but your nose rose, goddamn. Eating them risen, we beating them down with the scriptures, you know how we gets it in. 80 a line, them issues is crying, cause ain't no comments but limited. Purple and go put it into them. On every corner worldwide with this medicine. You play the victim, but we know your hidden agenda. Them niggas you killed, they done risen. Listen, we on fire, go kiss it. Been identified, we not missing. Now you on trial, you pedophile for identity theft against Israel. We are official, blasting the Spanish, these people. You thought you could hide, but we see you. Got to be kidding. If you think you hidden, this water has risen, came down through the bishops. Stay out of business. You mad and we get it. You try to get out of what's written. Never knew mercy for the word thee. You was a cursed seed from the beginning. Seek
We outside, they don't wanna play with us. The word of the Lord, we sprung in the soil, yeah, it can get dangerous. And we gon' slide, cause it ain't a thing to us. We keeping the charge, they pulling your guard, cause it ain't a game to us. We outside, 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 we outside.
Shining light up on your past, you know he been lying. We been corrupted, now disgusted, it's time to break him down. You ain't never had the spirit, no, not one time. Got our people up every Sunday coming to pay your tithe. Hey, but it's time for the real. Samuel, yeah, it's time for the kill. Christianity, part of my friends, but that itch got us breaking the seal. Taught us sin, yeah, it made us to kneel. White Jesus like everywhere. Broke our spirit and it made us scared. Now we in the streets, spiritually dead. Pull up. You already know what it is. You hear the boots banging and the trumpet ringing. You know we all up in your grill. Cause this is got to cease. Moving sin, yeah, the mark of the beast. We ain't come here to fight you. We only came here to teach, expanding our reach. Oh, you say you love the people, well, we about to see. Denounce everything that you done taught and give up your seat. Yeah, we knew you wouldn't, cause you ain't for the sheep. You a wolf up in sheep clothing. That's why we had to pull up on you. Outside.
They don't wanna play with us. The word of the Lord, we
They don't love us, no they don't love us. They don't love us, no they don't love us. They don't love us, no they don't love us. They don't love us. Somebody tell them wake up, wake up, wake up. Somebody tell them wake up, wake up, wake up. Somebody tell them wake up. Now the truth is out, better know it with no doubt. Zechariah 11:5, go and see what that's about. No, we ain't the same people and they don't treat us equal. How many times we gotta see this?
Shalom, Most High in Christ, bless. Welcome to another edition of Escaping the Plantation 2.0. I'm your host, Captain Goliath. To my left,
Officer Michelle.
to my right,
Officer Menahem.
and to my far left.
Officer John.
All praise to the Most High. We are the Escaping the Plantation 2.0 crew, and just like every other Monday, all right, every Monday besides this Monday, we coming with that fire. You understand? We back here live from Benson. My bad, Benson, North Carolina. Riley, IUIC Riley. Coming live from studio. All pray. They said the microphone a little bit low, man. Cut us up, cut us up, cut us up. They said we're a little bit low. Or maybe you could turn your mic or your, whatever you watching it on, your tablet, your phone, or either your television. I don't know. Whatever you're watching it from. But all praise to the Most High. Glad you brothers and sisters is back. All right, so last week we went into the King James Version and the Christmas tree. This week we're going to go over, let's pull it up right quick. What we going over this week? The Newyear and the Zodiac. Newyear and the Zodiac. Oh, man. Oh, Lord. We finna go in. You already know what it is. So the Newyear and the Zodiac. So I can't remember in recent history. I think Escape Plantation been on since, 2019? So this is year 5. Well, this about to be year 6. All praise to the Lord. Praises. This about to be year 6 of Escaping the Plantation. We started off in Jackson, Mississippi. Then the Lord moved us here to Raleigh, North Carolina, but the show still must go on. And with that being said, I think this might be the first time where we were either the day before, a few days before Christmas, so-called, and then a few days before New Year's. I think this might be the first time we ever did a show leading up to these wicked holidays. So all praise to the Most High, Lord, granted us that opportunity. So we're going to dive into a whole bunch today. So I hope y'all got your pens, your notepads. And look, share the class. We have 566 people right now. That's not Escaping the Plantation-esque.
That ain't natural. Okay, let's get on up. Let's get them people up in there. They know it's on every 7 o'clock every Monday, 7 to 9 every Monday. So, tell your people. Call your people now. Hell, most of y'all out tomorrow anyway. So go on, dive in, man. All praise to the Lord. But before we do anything, let's read that first script.
The book of Psalms, chapter 71 and verse 2.
Let's go.
Deliver me in thy righteousness and cause me to escape. Incline thine ear unto me and save me.
All praise to the Most High. So we ask the Lord to deliver us in his righteousness and cause us to escape. Escape what? The plantation. You understand? That's what we own. So we ask the Lord to deliver us in righteousness and cause us to escape, incline his ear unto us and save us. Now, how the Lord going to save us? In them chariots. Go back to Bishop Nathaniel's class from this past Sabbath. Matter of fact, all the classes was excellent this past Sabbath. From Captain Joel to Deacon Ithon to Bishop Kanai and to our elder, our bishop, the general, the only general, Bishop Nathaniel with his class about UFOs. Sightings in America. All right, so go back and watch all that. So that's how the Lord gonna save us. He gonna save us in them chariots that the world calls ignorantly UFOs. All right. So with that being said, y'all, every single show you already know how we get it started. We're gonna start off with the righteous rant of the day. Play that thing. All right, so every single show on Escaping the Plantation 2.0, we always do what's called the righteous rant of the day, where we rant in righteousness. And today ain't no different, all right? So we're going to dive into that. Now, I really want to dive into today in particular. I want to dive into the psychology, the mindset of our brothers and our sisters that grew up in impoverished neighborhoods and in the hoods or the ghettos of America and so on and so forth. There's this guy, I think he's Ishmael. I'm not quite sure. I think he might be Ishmael. He goes around to these different neighborhoods and cities throughout America, and he go to the roughest places, and he filmed, and he talked to the people and asked them about their mindset, why they won't just leave the hood, all kind of different things, y'all. So majority is Jake. It's Judah mostly. He going into these Judah neighborhoods and seeing just how bad it really is. So I'm gonna play a couple clips from one of the latest ones he did, which of course I'm from Mississippi, so of course I'm gonna be biased. I want to watch those because I want to see what's being said. I'm gonna show you a few clips of some of these young men and some of the things that they're going through in their neighborhoods. All right, so let's play that first clip real quick.
People, that's our way of getting paid. As a black people, that's another easy way for us to get money anyway. You feel me? Because ain't nobody, like, you feel me? Once you don't make it in sports, ain't no job around here paying you enough money to live. You can't live no real life around here working no average job. What you gonna get, $500 a week? Then what if you got kids? They gonna have to take most of that in child support. You gonna be right here just tripping.
Pause. Now listen to what he said. This how he show you how bad our mindset is. Notice what he said. He don't equate children to marriage. When he think of children, he think of a woman that he was, fornicating with, and she ended up getting pregnant, and they bring forth children, and automatically he know he gonna get put on child support. Think about the mindset of the young man. That's what he thinking right now. You understand? So he's like, man, I can't make no money if I make $500 a week. What if you got kids? They're gonna take most of that in child support. That's the first thing he thought of. Marriage ain't even crossed the young brother's mind. Damn. That's how bad it is in our neighborhood. But guess what? He ain't seen marriage. Because I guarantee you his mama ain't married. I know this neighborhood. This Hattiesburg, Mississippi. I know the neighborhood. I know the lingo, the way they talk. I grew up around Hattiesburg. You understand? So I know exactly the area he talking about, and I know exactly the mindset of the young men in the area that he talking about. Playing.
People start selling drugs, you feel me?
Marlon, what's your opinion on people dissing the dead in music?
Dissing dead in music? I mean, it depends on what the people that dead did.
Pause it. Now, some of y'all ain't up on Mississippi lingo. So he said, dissing the dead in music. The guy asked him, what do you think about people dissing dead people in music? Watch his mindset. Watch what he say.
You feel me?
Do you think it should be allowed, or you don't really care?
Yeah, because, a word of speech is free. You can't stop nobody saying what they saying. You ain't paying for air. Air free, you feel me?
Is that something that you would do?
What?
Diss the dead in music?
If he don't diss me, he better not diss me. I promise. Don't diss me. I'm on your ass.
So, pause this. I want y'all to hear. I'm trying to show y'all the mindset of these young men in the neighborhood. So he asked him, what about dissing dead in music? Would you do? He said, if he dissed me, think about that. Our people can't even die and go to the grave without their names being slandered, without having hatred. This guy dead. He gone. There's nothing that he can do to you, nothing that she can do to you at this moment. But still, in your music, you will find time to diss the person that died. This is what I'm showing you. We done lost compassion for one another. We done lost love for one another. We got hatred for one another. Hey, give me that Sirach 38:16 real quick. Sirach 38:16 about how we supposed to honor the dead. Because a lot of these drill rappers is doing that, y'all. They somebody die and then they make a song about it, right? Mocking them. Read that for me.
The book of Sirach, chapter 38 and verse 16.
Go ahead.
My son, let tears fall down over the dead.
The Bible said, especially your own brother, your own neighbor, your people. It said, let what?
Let tears fall down over the dead.
Let tears fall down over the dead. Go ahead.
And begin to lament.
And begin to lament.
As if thou hast suffered great harm thyself.
Back in the day, I don't know, maybe it's me. I don't know. Maybe y'all do this in North Carolina. Maybe y'all do this in other places. When there's a funeral, you pull over to the side of the road out of respect, right? And turn your music down out of respect. This is the person that died. You understand? They family's coming. You in the middle of the road. It may be a 2-lane. You get out the road and let them go by. You know what I'm saying? Out of respect. You know what I'm saying? That's how it always was. Even if the light go green, you stay there and let them go by. We was always taught to honor the dead. But today, that ain't the mindset no more. The mindset is, oh, that nigga deserved what he got, and I'm going to make a song talking about the fact that he did. That's how bad it is. You finish that? Finish it out.
And hast suffered great harm thyself.
So you're supposed to lament over your brothers or your sisters passing as if you got harmed your actual self. Go ahead.
And then cover his body according to the custom and neglect not his burial.
And neglect not his burial. But that ain't the mindset. These dudes is talking about smoking these guys. And there are cases, you can go and look it up. Jacksonville, Florida, Chicago, Illinois, where they bragging about getting the remains of a brother, grinding it up, and then smoking it. That's how bad it is. And guess what? They do the same thing in Sierra Leone.
What?
They do the same thing in Sierra Leone, West Africa, which is extremely impoverished. But that's a form of witchcraft they're doing over there, where they take the dead bones of people and mix it with other drugs and grind it up and they smoke it. That's a real thing, y'all. This ain't no game. So I'm showing you how bad it is in these inner city neighborhoods. Watch this. Go to the next video. That was it on that one, wasn't it? All right, go to the next one. Watch out. I'm telling you, it get worse. Watch this. Play it.
Like I said, I guarantee you've never seen a therapist or a counsellor, and you've been through trauma, bro, without knowing it. So I guess, is music, an expression of where you release everything?
Pause. Yeah. He said you've never seen a therapist and you have trauma. Do you think music is a way for you to release your trauma or whatever the case may be, or express yourself? Play it.
You can say.
Do you find it therapeutic when you write music and do music?
Yeah. Yeah. Then I freestyle a lot, so it'd be real pain, or real facts. Somebody done seen, done or heard, you feel me?
And what made you start writing?
I started, because niggas around me was just telling me you a rapper. I had the money. They would tell me I look like a rapper, so I started rapping.
So they told Paul, he said, so his friends told him he looked like a rapper, so therefore he started to rap. What do they mean you look like a rapper? In other words, you look like a thug. That's what they're trying to say. You look like a thug, like you're from the hood, impoverished, so therefore you got the look. What is the look of a rapper? Because you see all kind of different type of artists wear different things, express themselves in different ways. What makes him look like a rapper? In other words, they say he fits that persona of what America is trying to push our young men into. That's what they're saying. Go ahead.
Marlon, where do you see yourself in the next 5-10 years, bro?
Next 10 years.
Listen to this.
I'm going to really try to make it in this rapping shit. Really, I want my family straight. I want my family straight, no matter how.
Listen.
How we got straight, long as we straight.
Pause it. Long as my family's straight, it don't matter how we got straight. Listen to what the mindset is. I hope I can make it in rapping, but if not, however my family's straight, it don't matter how we got straight. In other words, I'm willing to kill, do drugs, sell drugs, whatever, prostitute women, whatever I can do to get the bag, it don't matter how I got the bag, as long as I get the bag.
Damn.
That's go to Proverbs 13:12. That's what this is. Shout out to Bishop Yawasop. This is one of his favorite scriptures. Read that. Proverbs 13:12. Listen.
Yes, sir. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 13 and verse 12. Hope deferred maketh the heart sick.
So hope deferred makes your heart sick. The heart is... Go back to this young man. This is our little brother, by the way. Go back to this young man. I want you to see his face. This brother right here, and many of them like him, their hope is deferred. Their heart is sick. His first mindset was, man, if you making $500 a week, man, they going to take half of that in child support. What you mean child support? You know he like 21 years old, right? He like 20 years old. That dude a kid. That dude ain't lived nothing in life. Well, let me not say that. He ain't lived a long life, but he probably seen a lot in his young life. Right. So now that's how he expressed himself. This is his mindset. Read the Bible again.
Hope deferred maketh the heart sick.
Hope deferred maketh the heart sick. Go ahead.
But when the desire cometh, it is a tree of life.
And when the desire comes, a tree of life, meaning immortality. But notice what it says. Hope deferred maketh the heart sick. These young brothers, their hope has been deferred. They have no hope. And since they have no hope, this is their mindset. This is how they think. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. You have something? Go ahead.
Yeah, this is why the Israelites are so important.
Yep.
This is why we go on the street corner every single day inside the hoods to bring this healing to our people. Because that's why Christianity's apologists, y'all need to move out the way.
Shut the hell up.
You need to shut the hell up. Because you see the state of our black boys and black girls, y'all not doing nothing to help them.
Nope.
We jacked up out here. Give me 1 Maccabees 3:43.
Bring it out.
You see our people needs healing, and the Bible is the answer. Come on.
You up here trying to teach him the law done away with. He need the law.
He
that
need
little
the
brother
law.
need the law.
These brothers out here rapping about murdering their own brothers. Think about it. They making songs about killing their own people.
Yeah.
Read the book of 1 Maccabees, chapter 3 and verse 43.
Come on.
They said one to another, let us restore the decayed estate of our people.
What we just seen right here was the decayed state of our people. Right. That's why the Israelites, that's why we out here on these corners, man, because we trying to restore our people back to this Bible. We trying to bring our people back to the laws that say, thou shalt not kill. Honor your father and your mother. We need that to get out of that mind state that we in. Read it again.
They said one to another, let us restore the decayed estate of our people.
Look at our young sisters. They walk out the house in bedroom suits, bonnets on, showing all their legs and thighs. You don't see no other nations doing that. Right. You go over there to Dubai, the women over there dressed in elegant apparel. But not the black woman, not the Israelite man. We looking like trash. That's why I say right here, we're in the decayed state. Finish that off.
And let us fight for our people and the sanctuary.
That's why we here. We're going to fight for our people. We're going to fight for our sanctuary. We're going to get our kingdom back, but we got to go out here and teach our people the laws.
There was a video that was just, you mentioned the dress code. There was a video that was posted, I believe Bishop Kanai posted it on his social media. I saw it the other day where it might have been in Africa, where the entire village shamed a young girl for coming out half naked. Y'all seen that video? She came out the house half naked. The whole hood turned on her.
All praise.
Grandmamas, granddaddies in the neighborhood, they was on our ass. Get your behind in the house and change your damn clothes. What's wrong with you? We do that in America, they call your children call CPS on you.
Damn.
DHS. You understand? Try to get you arrested, saying that you won't let them have freedom of speech or won't let them dress a certain type of way. That's the mindset. We really jacked up. You understand? Go to Lamentation 2 right quick. Give me the third clip. Go to Lamentation chapter 2. I want you to read verse 16. Watch what the Bible says. Read 15.
The book of Lamentations, chapter 2 and verse 15.
Go ahead.
All that pass by clap their hands at thee. They hiss and wag their head at the daughter of Jerusalem.
They said they hiss and wag their head. When white people see us, they say, look at them. That would mean wag their head. Look at them. That, and hiss mean what they say, suck your teeth. Look at them. Look at them. That's how people look at us. When they look at us, that's the first thing they say. Hell, we look at each other and do it. Look at nigga over there.
The hell is this?
She thinks she is. That's how we look at each other. Hiss and wag their head. Go ahead.
Saying, is this the city that men call the perfection of beauty?
You mean to tell me them the Israelites? That's why so many people, they may mock us. They say, oh, ain't no way y'all the Israelites. I had an Edomite post on one of my posts. I posted an image of Christ being a black man or something like that. Edomite said, yeah, Christ probably is black because he didn't know his father and because he didn't go to school or something like that. I can't remember what it was. He didn't know his father and he got killed for no reason. So yeah, you're right. He probably did. He probably was black. They mocking us. They mocking us. The Bible said what? Read again.
Is this the city that men call the perfection of beauty?
Read.
The joy of the whole earth?
Read.
All thine enemies have opened their mouth against thee.
Read.
They hiss and gnash the teeth.
It said they hiss and gnash the teeth, meaning speak evil of us. That would mean to gnash the teeth, speak evil. Go ahead.
They say, we have swallowed her up.
We have swallowed her. Look what we've done to them. Go ahead.
Certainly, this is the day that we look for.
It says, certainly this is the day that we look for. We couldn't wait to destroy the Israelites. Go ahead.
We have found, we have seen it.
It said we have found and we have seen it. Hey, before you do that, go to that Joe Biden clip real quick. Bishop Yawasop been showing it a lot lately. Go to that Joe Biden clip. Then I want you to go back to the third clip. And I'm going to show you how they connect with one another. Watch this. This goes back to all thine enemies open their mouth against thee. They hiss and gnash the teeth. They say we have swallowed her up. Certainly this is the day we look for. We have found. We have seen it. Watch this. Play it.
Take back the streets. It doesn't matter whether or not the person that is accosting your son or daughter or my son or daughter, my wife, your husband, my mother, your parents. It doesn't matter whether or not they were deprived as a youth. It doesn't matter or not whether or not they had no background that enabled them to become socialized into the fabric of society.
Pause it. But so what's the need for rehabilitation? Or what do we need schools for? You know, why do we have GED programs where people can go back and right the wrongs of their past? If the past or if the way you grew up has no bearing or has no strain on the way that you live today or your mindset. There's a common known thing in the black community. It's called being a product of your environment. Right. The things that you are constantly exposed to do hinder the way that you think. It destroys your mindset. If you grow up in the hood and all you know is poverty, you understand? That's the way you're going to think. This is going to be the ceiling for you. You're never going to be able to go above it until, of course, the word of God comes into your life as an Israelite. But before that, you have nothing. You understand? So he basically saying, I don't care how they grew up. I don't care what kind of background they come from. All I know is they trying to rob me. So jail is the answer? Send them to jail so they can be rehabilitated behind bars? Or why not catch it before it starts when they're young? He's not interested in that. We keep trying to tell y'all these folks hate us. And y'all keep wanting to fight against us. Oh, all nations can be saved or the Hebrew Israelites is wrong. If you think all nations can be saved in 2024, you're an idiot. You stupid. Right. You ain't paid attention to nothing. You in a strong delusion that you should believe a lie. You got mental illnesses. You got Stockholm syndrome. That's what's wrong with you. Because these people show us year after year over and over that they hate us. Didn't he come out with the 1993 crime bill? That did with Bill Clinton?
Yes, sir. He was in there with Bill and Hillary with that 1990 crime bill. Yep.
Play it. It get worse. Y'all keep loving this white man. Go ahead. He the devil the Bible speak of. Go ahead.
Become socialized into the fabric of society. It doesn't matter whether or not they're the victims of society.
You hear this?
Result is they're
Pause it. Stop saying society and say white people. He's saying society as if it's this group of elite people that are hand in hand with Satan. No, he's talking about himself. He the damn society. He is society, and his whole race of people is society. That's what he mean. But he can't say that. He can't say it doesn't matter that we white people destroyed them and did this to them. He's not going to say that. Because to say that, then that means white Jesus destroyed you. And that'll make people wake up and say, hold up, wait a minute. If you say that you did it and Jesus looked like you, then that means white Jesus did it. Now people start looking for answers. So you got to be very deceptive in his speech. Play it.
To knock my mother on the head with a lead pipe, shoot my sister, beat up my wife, take on
Pause it. Ain't that what you did in slavery? Ain't that what they did to us in slavery? Then they knock our mamas upside the head. Then they rape our mamas in front of our fathers. Made them watch. You understand? Made him watch as you was molesting his daughter. Made him watch. And then he had to now take her home and console her.
Damn.
Now she don't believe in her father no more. You wanted to kill me. Yeah, my kids gonna know I died protecting them. There ain't no way. But in slavery, you can do nothing. We can say that right now in the position that we sit in right now and say, yeah, I died for my kids back then. But in slavery time, the Lord took the fight completely out of us. We couldn't fight. We had to submit to it because of our disobedience. The Lord made us endure that. So, but ain't that what his people did? So now he's saying, I don't care if they didn't have a good upbringing. Well, what kind of upbringing you had when you was doing that in slavery? Because you was the elite of society at that time. Y'all were the slave owners. Y'all started the government. What kind of background you come from to do that? What kind of background his son come from? His son a crackhead. Hunter Biden is a crackhead. He brought crack into the White House and a firearm in Delaware where he was the damn senator of.
Damn.
Play it.
Sons. So I don't want to ask what made them do this. They must be taken off the street. That's number one. There's a consensus on that.
What about, pause it, what about his son? Wasn't his son taken off the street? And before he came out, before he went out of office, he pardoned his son. You know what a pardon is, right? That means their record is completely expunged. It's like he never was in jail for the months. Play it.
Unless we do something about that cadre of young people, tens of thousands of them, born out of wedlock, without parents, without supervision.
Pause it. Why were they born out of wedlock? Why were they without parents? And why were they without supervision? Because you took the fathers out of the house during the crack epidemic. You took the mothers out of the house and put them on welfare. So the mama got to work and she on welfare. So when the kids get out of school, how old you is now? You 10? Okay, yeah, here go the key. Look, when I was 10 years old, I was watching my little brother. When we got out the bus, I watched him until 6, 7 o'clock when my mama got out of work. How many of y'all had that story?
Yes, sir.
We all had that story. Go ahead.
I was just telling my 12-year-old son, you supposed to be helping your mother watch your little sisters.
Right.
That's how it's supposed to go.
Right. But in our community, we didn't have no choice. It wasn't no, okay, I have you dropped off at grandmama's house, but grandmama lived 20 miles away, and your bus don't go way over there. And I ain't going to have you jump on bus to get all the way out there. So you know what? I get off at 6. You get off the bus at 3:30. That's only 2.5, 3 hours. You can watch your brother. You can watch. Meanwhile, while you watch your brother, he hanging from the damn chandelier. I didn't watch my brother. He did his thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you good?
Don't tell mama when you get home.
Right. Don't tell mama I let you do this. He eating cookies and everything for dinner. He ain't did his homework, nothing. Mama get home. I thought you gonna have him do his homework. Oh, word, I ain't know you said that. You know, you act like you ain't here. I didn't know you said that. We grew up in the hood. It was bad for us, man. So we understand what's being said because we lived it. White people can never see your problems. They can't never see your world. We live in two different worlds. So now he's saying, I don't care if they didn't have a good upbringing. I don't care about none of that. Put the niggas in jail. Play it.
Without any structure, without any conscience developing, because they literally, I yield myself 3 more minutes.
I'm going to get my pause. I see you over there signaling me to shit. Shut the hell up. I'm going to give myself 3 more minutes. I got to get this out. I got to show you how much I hate the Negro. Play it.
They literally have not been socialized. They literally have not had an opportunity. We should focus on them now. If we don't, they will, or a portion of them will, become the predators 15 years from now. And Madam President, we have predators on our streets that society has, in fact, in part because of its neglect, created.
Pause it. This is why Bishop Yawasop always say the Negro was created in a lab here in America. The Negro was created here in America. They created this pants-sagging, low education, murderous, diabolical Negro that we have become. They created it. We have waxed worse and worse because of what they did to us. And first and foremost, because I sinned against God. Deuteronomy 28:43. I love it when they tell on themselves. I love it. Just let them speak. Then the Negro want to come against us. I'm going to destroy the Hebrew Israelites. Negro, you crazy. You bug the hell out. I wish you would. Go ahead.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 43. The stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high.
Read.
And thou shalt come down very low.
The curse is we will come down very low. That means poverty. Go ahead.
He shall lend to thee.
He going to lend to you. He going to give you textbooks. He going to give you money. He going to give you education.
And thou shalt not lend to him.
But you're not going to do it to him. Go ahead.
He shall be the head, and thou shalt be the tail.
Let's dive into that for a second. He going to be the head. You going to be the tail. The head is what a brain is. Right. It's the thought. It's creativity. It's the eyes. It's the nose. Some of the most, intricate parts of the body are in the head. This is white society. This is why you talk like them, dress like them, follow their holidays, follow their religion, thank God, look like them, because they have been the head for you this entire time. They have been thinking for you. Damn. Now let's examine the tail. What come out of the tail? Boo-boo. We have become the boo-boo or the garbage of society.
The hell is this?
That's us. We consider ugly. We consider uneducated. We consider nasty. We can't talk. We the ones at the bottom. That's us. We live impoverished. We live in piss and squalor. That's us. We have now become the tail. So he telling you we did that to them. And he boasting about it. This is why God got to destroy this man. This is why this whole race got to go. Go back to the video. Not this one. I can't look at him no more. Go back to the third video. I'm going to show you how they connect. This is going to be a long righteous rant. We almost done. Go back to the third video. Yes, play it right there. Watch this. Watch how what he said back in the 90s, watch how it's a real thing in 2024. Play it.
You have to connect. You can't say how much violence there is without saying how's the poverty level. How many funds are being equally distributed in those areas?
Pause. We used to teach at this store all the time in Jackson. You remember that, John? We used to, some of our best camp videos at this store. That store used to be thriving. That store used to be people in and out of that store. We used to have great foot traffic. Look at it now. That was just 3 years ago. 2021, we was teaching on the block. There's a video of me teaching one time. The whole hood came against us. Them niggas was mad. You understand? It was at that store. That's 2021, that store was up and running, thriving. Look at it now, 2024, 3 years later. Damn. Gone. So this is not a third world country. This is the United States of America. Play it.
It's a violent place, but not all of Jackson is violent. You have some well-educated, well-rounded people, but if you look at those areas that are violent, you then have to say, what are our economic resources doing? What are our economic resources? You mentioned the Delta. What are our economic resources doing for the Delta? Because if you look across Mississippi, you see poor areas and you see extremely wealthy areas. Right? And the crime levels in the extremely wealthy areas or the moderately wealthy areas are not like they are in those areas that have been stripped of the equal funding.
Pause. What does he mean stripped from equal? Who stripped it? The person that just told you that we created you. We created who you are. Now, I want to show you something that the white man know that Negroes don't pay attention to. Go to Proverbs 30:7 right quick. And this ain't just in Mississippi. North Carolina like this. You understand? You can go to Jersey, New York, Atlanta. You're going to see this everywhere. Watch this. Proverbs 30:7.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 30 and verse 7.
Watch this.
2 things have I required of thee. Deny me them not before I die. Remove far from me vanity and lies. Neither give me poverty nor riches. Feed me with food convenient for me.
Give me just enough so I can survive, Lord. Watch this.
Verse 9. Lest I be full and deny thee.
Because if I get too rich, I might be full and deny you. Start thinking that it was me. I'm self-made. God didn't help me with this. Go ahead.
And say, who is the Lord?
And say, who is the Lord? He ain't helped me with this. Go ahead.
Or lest I be poor and steal.
Lest I be what?
Poor and steal.
What is that? What is the Bible showing you about poverty? What does it cause you to do? Steal. Poverty calls you to steal. That's why you don't know if you ever watched them little clips on YouTube and on TikTok. Dude, he walking through the hood with a PS5 And the dude be like, hey, my man, hey, where you going with that PS5? How much you want for it? Let me see it real quick. And he's like, oh, yeah, don't steal it from me. And they steal it from him. He'd be a little young dude walking down the street, and they'll steal it from him. Then they go inside, and it'll be rocks or something, and he played them. But it's just showing you the mindset of our people. They'll just take your shoes off your feet, rob you. Why? Because of the poverty condition that they in. This is why we kill each other. Play it. I'm going to read it.
Or lest I be poor and steal and take the name of my God in vain.
And take the name of my God in vain. It's a scripture in Micah 2. It talks about stripping off the robe. 2 and 8. Read that real quick. Micah 2 and 8. This the mindset of our brothers. And I got one more video on this before we shut down.
The book of Micah, chapter 2 and verse 8.
Read.
Even of late, my people is risen up as an enemy.
So even as of late, my people have risen up as an enemy. An enemy to who? Not the white man. Enemy to each other. Read it again.
Even of late, my people is risen up as an enemy.
My people is risen up as an enemy. Go ahead.
Ye pull off the robe with the garment from them that pass by securely as men averse from war.
Notice what it's saying. We pull up on each other like we finna go to Vietnam. Like we finna go to Iraq, or we finna go participating in the Russian-Ukraine war. That's how we deal with each other. You in the hood and a regular brother roll up on you with a gun and a mask saying, hey, give me everything you got or you dead, nigga. Damn. That's the mindset. Oh, this your old lady? Okay, y'all can come around here dressed like that. Pull the gun out on you and you done. They really ready to die about it. You playing. They ain't playing. They like, nah, nigga, I'm really going to pop you right now unless you give me everything you got. You trying to talk them out of it, they ain't hearing no talk. They've already committed to it. There's an old saying, if you pull that gun, you better use it. And every black person that pull a gun is not playing. You go in the hood and a Negro pull a gun on you, he not playing. He finna use it. Because he's already committed to it. He already got in his mind, if I don't shoot, he gonna kill me. If I don't shoot and let him go away, he gonna snitch on me and I'm gonna go to jail. So I got to use this right now. That's how bad it is. So it said we pull off the robe with the garment from them that pass by securely. Brother passed by you in his nice shoes. You say, hey, come up off them shoes. What you mean? I'm telling you, take them shoes off right now. But it's cold. It's snowing out here. I don't give a damn. Take the shoes off or catch a bullet. And you like, you know what? I ain't willing to die over these damn shoes. You can have these shoes, man. And you walk home, get pneumonia. Walking in the snow from your own brother. And Joe Biden just admitted that they created that mindset. They created it. You had something you had want to say?
Yeah, Cap. Hey, the reason, all of it, it's a lot of trauma, but our people are missing the actual keys to it. Isaiah 30, right quick. Isaiah 30 and 1. The same people, Joe Biden just let you know, he gonna throw you in jail because you're the predator. Even though the Edomites, so-called white man, they made us that way through the environment. But watch this. Come on.
Isaiah chapter 30 and verse 1.
Yeah.
Woe to the rebellious children.
Come on.
Saith the Lord.
He's talking about us. Israelites, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Come on.
That take counsel.
That do what?
Take counsel.
How do we take counsel? He said his therapy is in the music. Mm-hmm. That's taking counsel in something else. Come on.
But not of me.
Read.
And that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit.
We do not go to the Lord for our answers. Right. That's why we have these problems. We think a baby mother is all right. We think $500 a week is all right. We think the poverty is the way. And a lot of us come up in those conditions. Read.
That they may add sin to sin.
Because that's what happens. You tax sin unto sin. Kat, you touched on it earlier. You said when we was younger, we all had to watch our siblings. Mm-hmm. You know the difference? This is crazy. All of us. You was in a different state, I was in a different state, and all of our neighbors, all of us was home at the same time.
Yep.
Ain't nobody calling the child protective services on nobody.
Right.
We all in the same conditions.
Yep, that's straight up, all praises. Hey, go to that last video real quick. We got to get up off this. I got a lot to go through with the Zodiac and all that. Play it, watch this. Y'all got it, I had to show y'all this. So the little young brother in the white, watch this, play it.
I just wanted to ask, because obviously, with your eye, with the situation, what happened?
Shit, I was in the wrong place, wrong time.
And someone just shot you in the eye?
Yeah, I got shot in the face. I ain't get shot in the eye, though.
Shot in the face?
Yeah.
And what was that over?
Shit, streets.
And bro, when that happened, did you not want to leave the streets?
Shit, for what?
Pause. You hear this? He done got shot in the face. His eye, for the rest of his life, he can't see out of his eye. So now he said, they asked, hey, you know, he dude said, well, wouldn't that make you want to leave the streets? He says, for what? This is hope deferred, make the heart sick. He's saying, where am I going to go? I got to, and Hattiesburg, Mississippi, how many people there? 90,000 people?
Maybe.
And the only reason 90,000 people is because they got one of the biggest universities in Southern America there. That's the only reason it's 90,000 people. 80% of them 90,000 probably Esau. The other 20, 25,000 people that probably live there is in these neighborhoods like this right here. Right. Play it.
How?
Pause. He said, why and how do I get out the streets? Y'all see how important our job is? Y'all see how important our UIC job is? Youth violence, saving Sarah's daughters, all these community cleanup. You see how important our job is? He said, how? Why? Play it.
Then where we from, bro? We ain't got no money to say, oh, okay, I'm finna move my family from here. We ain't got no money. Ain't nobody getting nobody no money
to come to London.
Well, I ain't gonna say we ain't got. Well, if we do, ain't nobody finna leave their people. Like, you ain't got enough money to take you and all your people. You got enough money probably you to get on down, but how long you gonna get on down for? You still live here. You feel me? You from here. This all you know.
Because what would you say to civilians, yeah? Because civilians always say when they watch these videos, why don't they just leave the hood? What would you say to that?
How? Come move me from the hood then. Come buy me a house in the suburbs or where you stay at, and I'm gonna move from the hood. I promise I ain't gonna even act like that. Give me the money. You feel me? If I was born with the money, bro, I swear to God, I would never be in the street. I would never be in the hood.
It's fair to say.
If I was spoiled, if my mama was a millionaire, like if I was born in a million, bro, I'd never be in the street, bro. For what? You feel me? That's why I be telling people, like, if you ain't like that, why you getting in the street? You ain't got no reason to be out here trying to, you feel me, make some money or sell drugs or do this or do that when your mama and them or your dad and them got money. You feel me? You just crashing out.
I just want to go back to that incident, bro. If on what you can speak on, like, what was you doing on that day?
I was chilling. Ain't got me understand. I was chilling.
You were holding his baby. Matter of fact.
Yeah, I was pushing my little boy. I was chilling.
Pause. Listen what he's saying. He said I was pushing my little boy. This little dude with one eye right now, that's saying I can't never see myself and envision myself leaving the hood. He's a father. He got a child. Play it.
Your little boy.
Yeah.
And bro, why would someone want you dead? Because obviously someone shoot you in the face, bro, they obviously when you're
like
gone.
He said, you got haters, like, shit, you got niggas that don't like you for what another nigga did, or niggas don't like you about a bitch, or shit. It hate, shit. It just comes and go with the street, where you live at, where you come from, where your people live.
And bro, have you got trauma from that incident?
Nah, I got some shit.
Pause it. He said, I ain't got no trauma. We done accepted this. He said, I ain't got no trauma. Trauma? I ain't never leaving the hood. I don't have no trauma. I don't feel no type of way. You feel some type of way when you can't see to the right. You understand? Imagine how that affects him trying to drive. Imagine how every time he hear a gunshot, I don't care who you is, you done been shot, every time a gun go off, you hysterical. You don't know how to deal. Right. That's trauma. Trauma is saying, I don't want to get out of this. That's trauma. I don't think I'm better. I don't think I deserve anything better than this. Proverbs 29:18, man. So when you apologists, because I always got to go back to you niggas, when y'all call us or y'all tell me we want to debate y'all on the Bible, debate you for what? You need to go to the neighborhoods that we going to and raise our people about the dunghill. Or get the hell out of our way. Right. Too busy worried about us. I want to debate the Hebrew Israelite. I want to destroy the Hebrew Israelite. You ain't doing nothing. The Israelites is in these communities putting our life on the line to talk to young men like this. Right. Read it, bro.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 29 and verse 18.
Go ahead.
Where there is no vision.
Where there is no vision.
The people perish.
The people perish. So if that young man don't change his vision, he going to die in the streets of Hattiesburg, Mississippi. Damn. That's what the Bible's saying. If he don't change his mindset, he going to die in the streets that he claimed that he can never leave. Lamentation 4:1. I had to read this one. When you look up the definition of trauma, it's psychological. It's not I don't feel trauma because my stomach don't hurt. No, trauma is psychological. Your behaviors change because of trauma. Right. People still got coping mechanisms to this day. You do realize you smoke weed because you got trauma. You get drunk because you got trauma. You don't leave your neighborhood unless your home is with you and they strap. You don't leave your house without a gun because you have trauma. But ain't nobody able to connect the dots for him like that. But the Israelites here to do it. Read that for me.
The book of Lamentations, chapter 4 and verse 1.
Watch this.
How is the gold become dim?
How does gold become dim?
How is the most fine gold changed?
How is the most fine gold changed? Go ahead.
The stones of the sanctuary are poured out in the top of every street.
Every street corner, you're going to see the stones of the sanctuary. And every street corner. Go ahead.
The precious sons of Zion.
What the Bible say?
The precious sons of Zion.
Read.
Comparable to fine gold.
Somebody send this to him. Brother, you compare to fine gold. That's what the Bible says. You like fine gold, but your pastor not going to show you this because he don't know his damn self.
Right.
You going to Water Behind the Ridge Missionary Baptist Church, somewhere dumbass pastor in damn Hattiesburg. Them pastors in Mississippi make me sick.
Bruh.
You understand? Just dumb backwater, just say stupid stuff.
Right.
And y'all be in there. Ain't learning a damn thing. Then we show you, hey, you the precious sons of Zion. You reject. I just can't see it. I can't see myself being that. Go ahead.
How are they esteemed as earthen pitchers?
You know what an earthen pitcher is? That's something you take a dump in. Damn. It's a toilet. The Lord said, how did you go from being fine gold to being a toilet? Meaning what? We the tail. All that connect. We the tail. We in the dunghill. We earthen pitchers. All the same thing. Go ahead.
The work of the hands of the potter.
The work of the hands of the potter. So, brothers and sisters, we got to repent. We got to go reach these brothers and these sisters. It's our mission. It's our duty. We going to reach them. We got to. It's our goal. It's our duty. We have to do it. It's our reasonable service. We got to go face to face with these brothers. You understand? So, all praise to the Most High. Let's get up out of it. That's the righteous rant of the day, man. All right. All praise. So, let's go into the beginning of the show. So, what we going over there, Officer John?
The New Year and the Zodiac.
So today we're going over the New Year and the Zodiac. What you about to say? Wait.
Hold on. Go back to that thumbnail now. Wait a minute. It's moving again, Cap.
Right, it's moving.
Oh, boy, them boys on fire.
Damn, constellations and stuff. Astrology. We're going to get into it all today. We're going to get to all that today. All right, so, hey, look. So let's go ahead and jump right into it, man, without further ado. Let's jump into number 5 real quick. Let's talk about Janus for a second. Let's see where this New Year crap come from. Let's look at Janus. All right, look, let's read that real quick.
Janus. In ancient Roman religion and myth, Janus is the god of beginnings, gates, transition, time, duality, doorways, passages, frames, and endings. He is usually depicted as having 2 faces. The month of January is named for Janus. According to ancient Roman farmer's almanac, Juno was mistaken as the tutelary deity of the month of January, but Juno is the tutelary deity of the month of June.
Right, so Janus is supposed to be the god or the Roman god of beginning and endings. That's why he got 2 faces, one looking forward and one looking back. Back to the old year, forward to the new year. God of transitions and so on and so forth. That's why they always say we transitioning from one year to the next, or New Year's resolution, all that different stuff like that. That's all ancient pagan mythology and all that stuff like that.
Right.
Okay? Go to the next thing I had on that. Watch this. Go to the next thing I had on that. Yeah, look at that. So that's the imagery right here. That's the imagery right there. Go ahead. 2 faces. So you got 2 faces. Now, on this image right here, notice on his right, our left, notice that he got grapes, showing that on January 1st, what they do is they celebrate with wine. You understand? That's why people going to get drunk tomorrow night. Get drunk bringing in the new year. That's why. That's where that come from. You understand? The key is supposed to be he's unlocking the pathway to the new year. You don't know what you're worshiping. You serving idols and don't even know. He's standing on the earth. You understand? He got one earth on one side, one earth on the other side. Okay, that's all idolatry, brothers and sisters. That's all idolatry. Okay? What I had next? Play that.
Why does the year start on January 1st? Spoiler alert, it wasn't always like this. This is a story of messy calendars, Julius Caesar's big brain, and one drunken party too many. Back in the day, the year didn't start in January. Nope, the Romans originally began their year in March because spring, new beginnings, flowers blooming. But then things got complicated.
Where they get that from? Where did the Romans, not only did the Romans do that, everybody did that. You know why? Because that's the way God ordained it from the beginning. It's always known that the year started in March, April. That's why now, on April 1st, they have what's called April Fool's Day. Why? Because they're mocking you for the fact that you don't know that the year actually started in April. Damn. FYI, in case you didn't know that. Little nugget I dropped on you just now. Go ahead.
The Roman calendar was a hot mess with weird months, inconsistent days, and random festivals. By 46 BCE, Julius Caesar had had enough. He overhauled the whole thing and introduced the Julian calendar, the foundation of the one we use today. Caesar made January 1st the official start of the year. Why? 2 reasons. 1, it honored Janus, the Roman god of doorways and new beginnings. 2, it was politically practical. Roman officials began their terms on January 1st, so why not start the year then too? But here's the kicker. For centuries after Caesar, people still celebrated New Year's at random times, March, Christmas, even Easter. It wasn't until 1582 that Pope Gregory XIII said, okay, people, enough is enough. January 1st is the official New Year's Day.
So you see how much power them damn popes had back then, bro? They still got power today. We see how they would just say, you know what, we're going to use this. That's why we use the Gregorian calendar after Pope Gregory, all right, 1586. Get Daniel 7:25. Daniel chapter 7, verse 25. This man trying to play God, y'all.
The book of Daniel, chapter 7 and verse 25.
Go ahead.
And he shall speak great words against the Most High.
He going to speak great words against the Most High. Read 23.
Verse 23. Thus he said, the fourth beast shall be the fourth kingdom upon the earth.
Go ahead.
Which shall be diverse from all kingdoms, and shall devour the whole earth, and shall tread it down and break it in pieces.
Who is that fourth kingdom? That's Rome. That's the fourth kingdom. Go ahead.
And the 10 horns out of this kingdom are the 10 kings that shall arise, and an other shall arise after them.
So the other that shall arise after them is America. Go ahead.
And he shall be diverse from the first.
Read.
And he shall subdue 3 kings.
The 3 kings that he going to subdue is the Spanish-American War, the French-American War, and the War of Revolution, or the Battle of Independence, okay, which is when America got its independence from Great Britain in 1776. Right. So the Bible is prophesying about world history. Your forefather Daniel, a black man, gave world history way back then, which was history now, but it was prophecy then. Go ahead.
And he shall speak great words against the Most High.
And this he, meaning this last kingdom, going to speak great words against the Most High, against God. Read.
And shall wear out the saints of the Most High.
And enslave God's people.
And think to change times and laws.
That's where you get the Gregorian calendar, the Julian calendar. That's where you get all that from. They know that New Year's is actually in the beginning of spring. They changed it on purpose. Right. They changed it, and now in today's time, you and I grew up in a society where we all celebrated January 1st as the beginning of the year. Even to this day, you forced. You can't go in there and say, somebody say, hey, Happy New Year's, January 1st. You say, well, no, it's actually the end of last year. I'm gonna act like it's 2024. You can't say that. You can't write on your job application, or you can't date a document for your job and say 1/25/2024. They're gonna say, what's wrong with this person? That's last year's date. You know that, right? That's not, it's 2025 now. You say, no, it's not 2025. I'm celebrating in April, damn it, and all y'all gonna have to conform. They're gonna fire you. They're gonna fire you because they're falsifying documents. You can't put that document on file. They're gonna put it in last year's file. You can't do that. Imagine if you went to your employee, here it is, you do payroll. You went to your employee and said, January 1st, 2024, and they don't get their check. HR finna fire you for not paying that person. Damn. So you're forced to say it's 2025, knowing that ain't when the new year starts. You forced. You can't speak against it. Well, we can teach against it, but you can't stop it. Not in this time. So the Bible said, what? He gonna do what? And he shall do what?
And think to change times and laws.
He gonna think to change times and God's laws. Go ahead.
And they shall be given into his hand.
Read.
Until a time and times and the dividing of time.
And that's the Israelites being enslaved to this man. All right, from time and times and the beginning of times. Show me that document I had, number 9, real quick. So he think to change times and laws, y'all. So don't think what you've been learning your whole life is actually accurate. It's not. Watch this.
The Old Farmer's Almanac, Robert B. Thomas, founded in 1792.
Okay, 1792. Let's go inside. Here we go. Go to the top. Go to the top, very top. Here we go.
January. The name for the Roman god Janus, protector of gates and doorways. Janus is depicted with two faces, one looking into the past, the other into the future.
So your old press and notice. Go to New Year tradition. Yep, that first little column. Yep.
How did the tradition of New Year's resolutions start? From the Babylonians, who resolved to return borrowed farm equipment to medieval knights who would renew their vow to chivalry. New Year's resolutions are nothing new. See this brief history and compare the top 10 resolutions from the 1940s to today.
So everything that you doing today, y'all, it has some type of ancient origin. Remember the Bible? I think we read it last week. There's nothing new under the sun. Man gonna always come up with the same old crap. And they pull this stuff from ancient records, right? Go to the Babylonian New Year right there. The Babylonian New Year was adopted. Yep.
The Babylonian New Year was adopted by ancient Romans, as was the tradition of resolutions. The timing, however, eventually shifted with the Julian calendar in 46 BC, which declared January 1st as the start of the new year.
Which declared January 1st at the start of the new year. So he did that. Julius Caesar did that. And he called it the Julian calendar. All right? Then it became known as the Gregorian calendar. Did I give you the month of Abib already? Or we ain't got there yet? Give me the next video. Why do we celebrate New Year? Give me the next video. Why do we celebrate New Year? Because a lot of our people don't know this history.
Have you ever wondered why we celebrate New Year's on January 1st? The tradition of celebrating New Year's Day on January 1st dates back to the adoption of the Gregorian calendar in 1582. The solar year-based Gregorian calendar is now the most widely used calendar on the planet. Before the adoption of the Gregorian calendar, many cultures celebrated the new year at various times throughout the year. The ancient Romans, for example, celebrated the new year on March 1st to honor Janus, the god of beginnings and endings. In addition, the date was chosen because it marked the beginning of the civil year in many cultures. It was a time to celebrate the end of one year and the beginning of another, and it was believed to be a time of renewal and new beginnings. As a result...
Now imagine this. Your car done got repossessed in 2024. You done had all kind of stuff happen to you. You broke. You done got put out your apartment. Your girl done left you. You understand? You on child support now. You lost your job. You done broke your big toe. And you gonna go to a party tomorrow night talking about I just lost you. Man, you crazy. You did that last year, and that had the worst year of your damn life. And then you last year you celebrated New Year with all these New Year's resolutions. You're still fat. You ain't changed nothing about yourself. Damn. This is ridiculous. And we do it every year, bro. Every year we get my New Year's resolution. I'm gonna eat better. You eat better for 2 weeks. Then income tax dropped, and you at damn Ruth Chris. Bruh. You at Cheesecake Factory, eating all kind of pasta and rotel. Fat as hell. And then it was like, yeah, I'm going to get right next year, though. 2025, that's the year. Hey, Pat me one of them chicken wings. 2025, that's the year. Get out of here, man. Black, what you about to say? Black people crazy as hell, boy.
Hey, Cal, I had a brother at work tell me today, he's like, man, I've been going through it. It's been rough this year. But income tax right around the corner. I'm like,
I think I was standing there when he said that.
I'm like,
I remember that.
You at work right now, bro. New Year, that one check gonna change your whole life for the rest of the year.
No, it's not.
They better gonna be gone by the summertime.
Bro, you know what we do? We go buy something we don't need. Every year, a Negro got a lick that he gonna hit when he get that income tax. I'm telling you, when I get that income tax and fool, I'm telling you, fool, I'm gonna flip it. Okay, go ahead, brother. Do your thing. June come around, you be like, hey, I see you still riding that, I see you still living over, I see you still with old girl, I see you still working over there. Why? Because we don't do nothing with the money. We don't do nothing with the money, y'all. Some people get $20,000 back. Some people be getting 15, 20 racks back. You understand what I'm saying? And it be gone by March 1st, bro. Damn. It be gone by March 1st. So that New Year's crap is crap, man. Hey, go back some. I want to show you something. Go to Abib real quick. Let's move past that. Let's go to Abib right fast. Abib. I believe it was next. Am I right? Yes. Yeah. Watch this, y'all.
The month of Abib was the first month of the Jewish sacred calendar.
Go ahead.
And the seventh month of the civil calendar.
Go ahead.
It was the month of the newly ripened grain, and its name means green ears of grain.
Green ears of grain. Go ahead.
The month of Abib usually fell between March and April.
So the ancient Romans did it because we did it. That was our custom. It was ours first. Remember, everybody followed something that was pertaining to us. Now give me Exodus 12 and 1 right quick.
The book of Exodus, chapter 12 and verse 1.
I'm going to show you something.
And the Lord spake unto Moses and Aaron in the land of Egypt, saying,
Go ahead.
This month shall be unto you the beginning of months.
This month shall be unto you the beginning of months. Go ahead.
It shall be the first month of the year to you.
Skip down to verse 6.
Verse 6, and ye shall keep it up until the 14th day of the same month. And the whole assembly of the congregation of Israel shall kill it in the evening.
So the Lord give me Sirach 43, what do you mean month? Because the Lord gave a high holy day, a feast day called Passover, all right? Feast of unleavened bread. So after he gave, he said, look, Moses, this is going to be the first month of the year to you. Let's see what he was signifying that by. Go ahead.
The book of Sirach, chapter 43 and verse 7.
Yes, sir.
From the moon is the sign of feast.
From the moon is the sign of feast. That's how we calculate our feast. Go ahead.
Let me jump on one verse, Cap.
Go ahead.
Verse 6. He made the moon also to serve in her seasons.
Read.
For a declaration of times and a sign of the world.
So the moon phase is a sign of the world, meaning the Israelites. We would be fully understanding wisdom, and then over time we lost that wisdom. Now we're in complete darkness, and we're coming out of that darkness like the moon phases. Then eventually we're going to be like a full moon again, full of wisdom and understanding and angelic. Go ahead.
For the moon is a sign of feast,
Go ahead.
a light that decreaseth in her perfection.
Read.
The month is called after her name.
The month is called after her name. So I want to show you that when he told Moses, this month shall be the new month to you, or the beginning of the month to you, he's talking about this moon, marked by this moon. 14 days from this moon is going to be the Passover at evening. Right. So 14th day when the sun go down and the moon come up, going into the 15th day, you shall kill the Passover. That's what the Lord told Moses. Now, wait a minute. Because people say, why we keep the Sabbath the way we keep it, or the new moon by the full moon, because Christ was on the Gregorian calendar. But Christ wasn't on the Gregorian calendar. It was the Julian calendar. Go to Luke 2 and 1 real quick. Luke chapter 2, verse 1. Pull up the Roman Caesars for me. I want y'all to learn something. Watch this.
The book of Luke, chapter 2 and verse 1. And it came to pass in those days that there went out a decree from Caesar Augustus.
Caesar Augustus. So Julius Caesar was the one that instituted the Julian calendar, right? Augustus Caesar was the second Caesar, and I think he had the longest tenure of all the Caesars, right? When Jesus was born, keep reading.
That all the world should be taxed.
Read.
And this taxing was first made when Cyrenius was governor of Syria.
Go ahead.
And all went to be taxed, everyone into his own city.
Skip down to verse 5.
Verse 5. To be taxed with Mary.
So Joseph, just read 4.
Verse 4. And Joseph also went up from Galilee out of the city of Nazareth into Judea, unto the city of David, which is called Bethlehem.
Read.
Because he was of the house and lineage of David.
So Joseph was the house and lineage of David. Go ahead.
To be taxed with Mary, his espoused wife, being great with child.
So she got a big old belly, and they going to be taxed. And who was ruling during that time? Augustus Caesar. So the Julian calendar was already instituted during the time of Christ. If we are with you with me? We together?
Tracking,
We on track? Okay, all praise. Go to Luke 4:16. So during the Julian calendar, let's see something.
The book of Luke, chapter 4 and verse 16. And he came to Nazareth, where he had been brought up, and as his custom was, he went into the synagogue on the Sabbath day and stood up for to read.
So Christ kept the Sabbath day on the Julian calendar. And the Julian calendar is the foundation of the Gregorian calendar, which is what we own today, correct?
Bring it out.
What day we keep the Sabbath on today? Friday sundown to Saturday sundown?
Yeah.
So what that mean? Christ kept the Sabbath Friday sundown to Saturday sundown, brothers and sisters. Same calendar we using, he was using.
Bring it up.
He used the foundational calendar from the calendar that we use today. Straight up. Now, John 19:15. John chapter 19, verse 15. The Julian calendar was the precursor for the Gregorian calendar. Read that for me.
The book of John, chapter 19 and verse 15.
Go ahead.
But they cried out, away with him, crucify him.
Go ahead.
Pilate saith unto them, shall I crucify your king?
Watch this.
The chief priests answered, we have no king but Caesar.
It said we have no king but Caesar. Go back to the Caesars. So by the time of Christ's death, or when he about to die, Tiberius Caesar was in place, proving that Christ was still on that calendar, y'all. The calendar was the same throughout all the Caesars. That new calendar, or the Gregorian calendar, didn't come along until 1582. Right. Which is what 1586, which is what a man by the name of Pope Gregory instituted it. But before that, they all kept the Julian calendar. So Christ kept that calendar. Matthew 26:17. Yep. Matthew 26:17, right quick.
The book of Matthew, chapter 26 and verse 17.
Remember, the Lord told Moses, this moon shall be the first moon or the first month to you, and on the 14th day at evening from this moon in this month, which is in the springtime, he said, well, I want you to keep the Passover. So let's see.
The book of Matthew, chapter 26 and verse 17.
Come on.
Now the first day of the feast of unleavened bread, the disciples came to Jesus, saying unto them, where wilt thou that we prepare for thee to eat the Passover? And he said, go into the city to such a man, and say unto him, the master saith, my time is at hand. I will keep the Passover at thy house with my disciples.
I remember I read this to a Christian on the street. He said, Jesus didn't eat nothing on that table. That was what he said. We were going in, we were like, hey, you know, Christ, I said, did Christ eat the Passover? He said, no, he did not. So we read this. He said, he would ever, he ain't eating nothing on the table. I said, oh, okay, keep reading.
Verse 19.
Watch this.
And the disciples did as Jesus had appointed them, and they made ready the Passover.
Right.
Now when the even was come, he sat down with the 12.
So I got to verse 20, and I said, so did Christ eat the Passover? He said he was there, but he didn't eat nothing on that table. Read 21.
And as they did eat.
And what?
As they did eat.
So I read that, and I just stared at him, and he left. He walked, he got so mad. He got so mad.
All praises.
Hey, y'all better leave us alone, man. We ain't regular, okay? We know the scriptures. So I'm showing you this to show you that Christ kept the Passover in the first month of the year to him. He kept it as the Bible says to keep it. It wasn't changed. It wasn't altered. He didn't say, you know what, let me just go off the Julian calendar and keep it January 1st. No, he kept it in its season as the scriptures have said.
All praises.
Proving us keeping it after the full moon today in the first month of the year to God, right? Between March and April, we're keeping it correctly. So leave us alone. Shut your white mouth.
You're going to learn
Acts
today.
2 and 1. Acts chapter 2, verse 1.
The book of Acts, chapter 2 and verse 1.
Go ahead.
And when the day of Pentecost was fully come.
And when the day of Pentecost was fully come.
They were all with one accord in one place. And suddenly there came a sound from heaven as of a rushing mighty wind. And it filled all the house where they were sitting.
Weren't they on the Julian calendar too?
Yes, sir.
How they keep the Pentecost? How they calculate the 50 days? How they calculate the 49 Sabbath, or the 49 days or the 7 Sabbaths? How they calculate that? Base, was it off the moon? Because if it was off the moon, then how they get 50 days? It's impossible. It can't happen. It had to be the way that it was meant to be kept in Leviticus. You understand what I'm saying?
Matter of fact, Cap, didn't last year Passover, it was a solar eclipse?
Exactly.
During the Passover? So the Lord let us know that we got it right.
Right.
He put the wisdom on the bishop to bring out that we're supposed to be observing the full moon when it's bright outside.
Come on.
So we could count our days correctly.
Thank you, man. See, when somebody said, wow. Hey, go to Deuteronomy 16 and 1 right quick. So, you know, you can believe what you want to believe. If you want to go out there when it's pitch black dark and it ain't nothing in the sky, you look up and say, well, where's the moon? Just imagine that now. Lord said, hey, this month going to be the beginning of the month to you. Moses like, what you talking about? Well, it's going to be the new month. Well, how would I know? Well, look up and see what? It's black.
Hey, Cap, think about it.
Think about it.
Listen, when we first came into the truth, we used to wonder that. Like,
Yeah.
okay, it's the new moon, but how do we know?
What's new about it?
What's new about it?
Right. And to the Most High, like you said, I think it was 2016, Tabernacles, Bishop brought it out. The leadership brought out that it was the new moon, the full moon this whole time. Imagine this. The Lord creating the heavens and the earth, stars and all kind of colors and stuff. And then he say, that sun gonna be bright. Look at that sun, it's beautiful. I'm gonna make something to rule the night. And then you look over to see what rule the night, and it's just black. He's like, wait. Bruh. You made that bright, beautiful light, and then you just going just black over here. There's nothing to. Well, you'll see it in 14 days. What? That don't make no sense. You'll see it in 14 days. Just don't worry about it. It'll be here soon. The Lord don't work like that. When God creates something new, it's new, brother. It's like a new baby. You're a new baby boy, a baby girl coming here. You understand? You ain't got to wait 14 days for. What the hell is this?
Just believe.
Just believe. It's there. Just don't trust. Just trust me. It's there, Moses. Okay, Lord. You done showed me every great wonder, but okay. Come on, y'all got to stop playing with us. Hey, would you read Deuteronomy 16:1? Read it right quick.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 16 and verse 1. Observe the month of Abib.
Go ahead.
And keep the Passover unto the Lord thy God.
And keep the Passover unto the Lord thy God in the month of Abib. Bib meaning ear of corn, meaning what? When it's right here. I like this. You all right.
Abib. Right. The pre-exilic name for the first month of the year. After the exile, the name was changed to Nisan. It fell about the time of March and early April.
Damn. So there it is right there. All praise to the Lord. What you about to say?
Hey, Cap, you just touched on the Passover. We also mentioned Pentecost, 49 days, 7 Sabbaths, right? Go right back to Acts right quick, 1 and verse 3. Christ's crucifixion, you went to Matthew 26, happens around the Passover. Passover, you count it properly, it's 50 days. Watch this. Come on. Yeah, 1 and 3. Acts 1 and 3.
The book of Acts, chapter 1 and verse 3.
Come on.
To whom also he showed himself alive after his passion.
So after he passed, he resurrected and he dealt with the apostles. Come on.
By many infallible proofs.
He told them, touch me, handle me, see that I'm not a spirit. Read.
Being seen of them 40 days.
How many?
40 days.
Now, after you read this 40 days, you get 10 more after that. You go to the second chapter. You add Pentecost. It could only add up one way. It has to be counted off of the full moon. 14 days, Passover. 50 days after the Passover, you get Pentecost. It's all right here.
And literally, Luke 24 and Acts 1 go together. When you read the end of Luke 24, it transition right into Acts. Christ being taken up right in front of them. And then the Acts of the Apostles moves forward and continues after that.
You gonna learn
so yeah, 100%. Speaking of Acts, get 27:9. We gotta be off this in a minute. I just Acts 20 and 6. Yep. And then skip down to 16.
The book of Acts, chapter 20 and verse 6.
Yeah.
And we sailed away from Philippi after the days of unleavened bread, and came unto them to Troas in 5 days, where we abode 7 days.
So they had the feast of unleavened bread after Christ died for the dum-dums. Okay? Skip down to verse 16.
Verse 16. For Paul had determined to sail by Ephesus, because he would not spend the time in Asia. For he hasted, if it were possible for him, to be at Jerusalem the day of Pentecost.
So first he kept Passover with the brothers. He said, well, I got to get back to Jerusalem because I want to be there for the Pentecost. Now, why would he want to be at Jerusalem for the Pentecost? Could you go back to Deuteronomy 16:16 real quick? Why in the world would he want to get back to Jerusalem for Pentecost?
The book of Deuteronomy.
And how did he calculate it? Well, he's on the Julian calendar, you know? We can't do that in captivity. We can't keep the feast in captivity. We ain't got the calendar they had. Oh, okay. But Jesus kept it. He was in captivity. He had the calendar they had. All right.
Right. The book of Deuteronomy 16 and verse 16.
Go ahead.
3 times in a year shall all thy males appear before the Lord thy God in the place which he shall choose, in the feast of unleavened bread, and in the feast of weeks, and in the feast of tabernacles. And they shall not appear before the Lord empty.
Right. They shall not appear before the Lord empty. So our forefathers kept it correctly. Right. All right. So leave us alone. All right. Let's go to the Zodiac. I think I had something about the Zodiac. Give me that real quick. Let's move on. Baby, your wife went through labor. You got a baby. I know you can't see it. Come back in 14 days and it'll appear to you. Y'all niggas crazy, man. Y'all got to stop this. So here in 14 days, your baby come and go. Just the invisible baby. Stop playing. All right, what we got next? You got the Zodiac? We there yet? Oh, God. He said he don't see it. Go to number 21. I had a lot of stuff I was going to show about the different months and stuff like that. But I think yeah. Zodiac signs. Let's go.
Zodiac signs. Learn the name, symbols, and more.
All right. Go down real quick. Yep, read that.
The word zodiac is used in astronomy and astrology to refer to the band of the sky over which the sun, moon, and planets move, as seen from Earth, at least. The zodiac contains a number of constellations, and the sun or other celestial body is said to be in a constellation when it moves into the portion of the zodiac that includes that constellation. The zodiac can be traced back to ancient civilizations, such as the ancient Greeks and Romans.
White man always got something to do with this crap. Go ahead.
Who believed the position of heavenly bodies could be used to predict the future.
They believe that. The Bible don't say that. They believe that. Go ahead.
For them, astronomy and astrology were one and the same, which is definitely not the case anymore.
Watch this.
In astrology, a sign of the zodiac refers to one of 12 specific constellations of the zodiac that the sun passes through. A person's particular sign of the zodiac is the one that the sun was in when they were born. It is a belief in astrology that the person's personality can be predicted using their sign of the zodiac. According to astrology...
I'm sorry. Yeah, I just I always done had a problem with this, John. A person's particular sign of the zodiac is one that the sun is the one that the sun was in when they were born. It is a belief in astrology that a person's personality can be predicted using their sign of the zodiac.
Never go.
Don't that just sound stupid?
What if I was born at night?
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. And okay, so I was born in March. Which I don't know what that zodiac sign. I don't care. Right. So that means I'm a certain way because I was born in that month? Does that make any sense? In the history of histories, how many times has somebody said, you know what, since I was born in this month, therefore I act this way, and that don't justify a person's behavior. They got spirits in them. Right. You act a certain way because of the spirits that you wrestle with, not because of the month that you was born in. That don't make no sense. But these are the things that they want us to believe, brothers and sisters. Go ahead.
An astrological map of the planets and zodiac signs is called a horoscope.
Oh, God.
The word horoscope is also used to refer to a prediction of the future using such a map.
Ain't not one of them been right yet. I done read that crap before. It don't work. Ain't nobody horoscope done predicted nothing. And you be like, yeah, man, whew, my horoscope said this in 98. It's 2028. Bruh. It's a long time to be waiting on a damn horoscope to come true. You could have changed your own life by hard work and prayer and fasting. What the hell is this? Might get on my nerve. I might get mad already. Go to Deuteronomy 4:19, man. I can't believe people still believe this. But I'm gonna show you some wackos today. I got time too. Deuteronomy 4:19. Watch this, y'all.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 4 and verse 19.
Go ahead.
Unless thou lift up thine eyes unto heaven,
go ahead.
And when thou seest the sun and the moon and the stars, even all the host of heaven, shouldst be driven to worship them.
He's talking to the Israelites. He's telling us, do not look up there and start to worship those things. Go ahead.
Shouldst be driven to worship them and serve them, which the Lord thy God hath divided unto all nations under the whole heaven.
You see why the nations serve those things? Because the Lord gave it to them. The Lord gave us, give me Joel 2:27. They look up there and they say, man, that sun is beautiful. Look at all the things it can do. It must be God. Look at the moon. Wow, it must be God. Look at the stars. Look at the constellation. Look at the zodiac. Look at the horoscope. It must be God. But the Bible says God didn't get it to the children of Israel. He set that in the heavens, and the nations look up there and create idols off of it. Go ahead.
The book of Joel, chapter 2 and verse 27.
Go ahead.
And ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel.
You hear the Bible? Ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel.
And that I am the Lord your God and none else.
He's only our God. That's why they look at these things and they said, I got to create a God off of that. I had to create an idol from that because I don't have a God. I don't have the God of the Hebrews. Right. I don't have a God. I'm not an Israelite, so I don't have a God. Therefore, when I see things, I just create or fathom idolatrous customs based off of it. All right? 2 Kings 23:5. Our forefathers was getting caught up in this and following these idols, but it was never our custom. That's something we learn, y'all. Go ahead.
The book of 2 Kings, chapter 23 and verse 5.
Yes, sir.
And he put down the idolatrous priests whom the kings of Judah had ordained to burn incense in the high places, in the cities of Judah, and in the places round about Jerusalem.
Read.
Them also that burnt incense unto Baal, to the sun, and to the moon, and to the planets, and to all the host of heaven.
You see what our forefathers was doing? Our forefathers was burning incense to Baal, the sun, the moon, and the planets, and to all the host of heaven. Damn. But that was idolatry. The Lord was angry with us because of that thing. Go ahead.
And he brought out the grove from the house of the Lord without Jerusalem unto the brook Kidron, and burnt it at the brook Kidron.
And he burned it. Go ahead.
And stamped it small to powder.
Go ahead.
And cast the powder thereof upon the graves of the children of the people.
Watch this.
And he brake down the houses of the Sodomites.
I want to show you something. You may not believe me, but I'm showing you in the Bible, and you tell me if I ain't wrong. I ain't right on this. Read that again.
And he brake down the houses of the Sodomites that were by the house of the Lord, where the women wove hangings for the grove.
Now, now look at the connection. You got the worship of planets, the sun, the moon, the host of the heaven, the stars. You got homosexuals, and you got black women. Do all three of them go together? Am I wrong about this? Do not all of them go together?
Bring it out.
Do you not see the sister? She got the damn, what's name, swoosh, the little Egyptian swoosh. She got all the different crystals. She's aligned with the planets and the chakras, and she gay. Right or wrong?
And she burning sage.
Burning sage. Wow. She the Erykah Badu, you know what I'm saying? Am I right? Got all the different piercings and stuff like that. Y'all better watch that. You sisters in Israel, I'm telling y'all better watch that, because some of you sisters in Israel do that. You have your makeup like them ancient Egyptians. You have all them nose rings and rings all in your face and stuff like them women like Erykah Badu and all that, them chakras and all that stuff like that, them crystals. That's all idolatry. Black women always done fell into that crap.
Stop it.
And guess who your best friends be? Homosexual men. You condone homosexuality. I remember I seen a video of one of them girls. She said, twerking is an ancient form of healing. What the hell? Huh? And all her videos is just of her twerking. She's like, yeah, this is ancient. It's called, I forgot what it's called, some type of ancient. I said, this is stupid. Just say I want to be a hoe and shake my ass. Don't try to blame it on no ancient, some type of therapy, because these women twerking in the strip club, butt naked for niggas, touching on her and doing all kind of freaky stuff to her every night. She got trauma. That ain't healing her. She not healed of the STD that she done gained and all that stuff like that. But this is stupid. Stop all that. That's idolatry. The Bible said when you start worshiping them idols, them stars, them planets, stuff like that, homosexuality come into place, chakras, all that stuff, one with the earth, Mother Earth, all that. I'm telling you, you're going to fall into some evil, man. You about to say something? Go ahead.
Hey, real quick, let's go back to where it started. Give me Exodus 20. Start at verse 3 real quick. Come on.
Bring it out.
The book of Exodus, chapter 20 and verse 3.
Come on.
Thou shalt have no other gods before me.
Hey, that's the first commandment. The Lord told the children of Israel, we are not to have any other gods before him. Go ahead.
Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image.
That's what Cat was going into. We ain't supposed to make any graven images of the sun, moon, stars, the animals, nothing. Go ahead.
Or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above.
See, that's what Cat was bringing out. We ain't supposed to make no images of the likeness of the things that are in the heavens above. Go ahead.
Or that is in the earth beneath.
Come on.
Or that is in the water under the earth.
Read on.
Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them.
Read it again.
Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them.
We ain't supposed to be bound down to no idols. Go ahead.
Nor serve them.
Read on.
For I, the Lord thy God, am a jealous God.
He's what?
a jealous God.
That's why he told us again in Deuteronomy 4:19, don't worship it. That's for the nation.
Right.
I'm your God. Right. You start worshiping me, I'm going to get jealous and I'm going to bring judgment on you. Go ahead.
Visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me.
So we can't play with the Most High. He gave us a direct commandment not to have no other gods before him. So we must follow that.
Hey, go to 2 Kings. I've been reading the Kings a lot lately, man. I'm telling you, the Kings is excellent. Go back and read the Kings, y'all. 1st and 2nd Kings, whole bunch of great history in there. It's treachery, it's backbiting, it's brothers against brothers, conspiracy, all kind of stuff. You be watching these movies. You be seeing all this damn drama and stuff, Game of Thrones and all that. Go back and read the Kings. Them Negroes was treacherous. You understand? Go back and read it. So 2 Kings 21 and 2, excuse me. Read that for me.
The book of 2 Kings, chapter 21 and verse 2.
Yes, sir.
And he did that which was evil in the sight of the Lord, after the abomination of the heathen, whom the Lord cast out before the children of Israel.
Who the Lord had cast out before the children of Israel. Go ahead.
For he built up again the high places, which Hezekiah his father had destroyed.
Right, he built the high places that his father destroyed. He went back into idolatry. This is Manasseh, I believe. Go ahead.
And he reared up altars for Baal and made a grove, and did as did Ahab, king of Israel.
Watch this.
And worship all the host of heaven.
You hear that? He worshiped all the host of heaven. Read.
And served them.
And what?
Served them.
And served the host of heaven. Brothers and sisters, this ain't nothing new to see our people involved in this. Horoscopes and zodiacs and stuff like that. It's not new. It's been going on. Keep reading. Watch this. It get worse.
Verse 4. And he built altars in the house of the Lord.
Go ahead.
Of which the Lord said, in Jerusalem will I put my name.
Go ahead.
And he built altars for all the hosts of heaven in the two courts of the house of the Lord.
You hear what? Y'all don't see what's going on. This is supposed to be the Lord's house. He built altars for the host of heaven in the Lord's house. Disrespectful.
The hell is this?
Go ahead.
And he made his son pass through the fire.
Abortion. He made his son pass through the fire. He sacrificed his son to abortion. All these women that be getting these abortions, they talking about they Zodiac and horoscopes and all that. And you wonder why we doing these things. Because it's the same spirit that come behind following these idols. It's the same thing. Homosexuality, chakras, one with the earth, abortion, all that. Keep reading.
And observe times.
And observe times. Whoa. Observe times. Don't that sound like the horoscope?
Right.
Don't that sound like following your zodiac sign? I'm a Cancer, a Capricorn, a Sagittarius, a Pisces. The hell? Go ahead.
And used enchantments.
That's witchcraft. Enchantments. That's spells. Some of these women, and men too, but it's majority women, be behind closed doors practicing witchcraft, voodoo dolls. And all. Go to New Orleans right now. All my cousins and family and them from New Orleans. Them folk crazy as hell. We don't even go down there no more. You go down there. I remember one time we went down there. We was on the 9th ward. Them niggas was shooting outside and all that stuff. We had to all go. You know how you go to get inside the bathroom. They shoot outside. I'm a kid. I don't know what the hell going on. I'm 6, 7 years old. All I remember, my auntie come through there with them damn crystals and all that stuff like that. So I pray to this. Pray to what? Them niggas shooting outside. How the hell a damn rock? That ain't no crystal anyway, by the way. You got that from the beach or something like that in Mobile, Alabama. That is not a crystal. That shit foggy as hell. Excuse my language. Okay, you. Damn. It ain't got no, you know what I'm saying? A crystal, a dime, you won't be able to see through it. It's foggy. I'm like, man, I can't. What you doing, auntie? I told my mom, I said, how was New Orleans? I said, don't never send me back down there. What you talking about, baby? That's your auntie. I said, don't ever send me back down there. I will stay here with you, and I will work with granddaddy in them attics putting ACs in. Don't send me back down there because they crazy down there. Shellfish and crawfish and homosexuality and all kind of crap. I said, don't send me back down there. Y'all know if you from New Orleans, you got family from New Orleans, you know what I'm talking about. John, am I right?
Yes, sir.
Them Negroes crazy down there. So I'm showing you, they practice all of that chakra, witchcraft, all that voodoo, stuff like that. They practice that. They practice the same thing in Haiti. And you see Haiti getting jacked up. God is angry with us serving these things, y'all.
Right.
Keep reading.
And dealt with familiar spirits and wizards.
Go ahead.
He wrought much wickedness in the sight of the Lord to provoke him to anger.
To do what?
Provoke him to anger.
To provoke God. When we do these things, it provokes our God to anger, y'all. Our God gave us a commandment to love and to follow him. Now give me Isaiah 47, 12 and 13. I want y'all to pull up the term monthly prognosticator. I want you to pull that up because I know that's not a normal thing that we talk about amongst our people. But the Bible gives understanding of it. Isaiah 47, 12, and 13.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 47 and verse 12. Stand now with thine enchantments and with the multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth.
Go ahead.
If so be, thou shalt be able to profit. If so be, thou mayest prevail.
Go ahead, watch this.
Thou art wearied in the multitude of thy counsels.
It's talking about America. America passes witchcraft, enchantments, all that. Okay? It says, thou art wearied with the multitude of thy counsels. Read.
Let now the astrologers, the stargazers, the monthly prognosticators.
The monthly prognosticators. I got one right here. Go ahead.
Stand up and save thee from these things that shall come upon thee.
So the Lord said, let your monthly prognosticators save you from the things that I'm going to bring upon you. Let's read what a monthly prognosticator is.
Monthly prognosticators are mentioned in Isaiah 47 and verse 13 of the Bible, which refers to people who make predictions about the future based on the stars and new moons.
You hear that? People that make predictions based off the stars and the new moons. But the Lord said, but go to your monthly prognosticator, and I want him to be able to help predict what I'm going to do to you. He's not going to be able to do it because I'm going to bring destruction. He's not going to be able to get you out of it. That's idolatry. Lord don't want us doing that, y'all. The Lord don't want us doing that. Give me that first video I had. Watch this. This is how crazy you sound. Celebrate your Zodiac. Watch this. Play it.
Oh my God, Gemini. That is the most Gemini thing I've ever heard you say, Rick. You're a Libra? Well, that's pretty Libra vibes. David,
pause. Hold on. Wait. So he's like, yeah, man, that's the most Gemini thing I heard. Oh, you're not a Gemini? I mean, I guess that's Libra. Whoa. I thought that you could predict how somebody act based off the month they was. He making fun of it. He mocking how stupid it sound. Watch this. Play the next one. Keep playing.
Caffeine guy? Like you'll have a cup of coffee once in a while in the morning? You Scorpios are something else. No, Jenna cannot join the friend group. We've already got 2 Capricorns. That would just be way too toxic to have another one. She's also on parole. Wait, Kendra, you eat lunch around noontime? Us Virgos, we're just so synced up.
Pause. Hey, that's how dumb y'all be sounding, man. Go ahead.
Uber driver's trying to charge me for shitting in the back seat. Like, doesn't he know that's Aries behavior? Did you see that man from Seattle who killed his whole family? Just disgusting. But the real crime, he's a Taurus.
So that's how stupid y'all be sounding when you be saying that your Zodiac predicts your behavior. Dude done took a dump in the back seat. He gonna say, yeah, I'm telling you he did that because he's a Taurus. What? That don't make no... Y'all look crazy and sound crazy. Give me the next one. It get worse. Now, this brother right here, some of the stuff he be saying about, eating healthy and stuff like that, he be on point. But he don't have the scriptures. He not following the scriptures. He caught up in all that voodoo and all that different stuff. So watch what he say. Play it.
When you get into Zodiac or what they call Zodiac, you can find the Zodiac in every ancient religion. That's how powerful it is. And when you look at the word magi from a biblical sense, it said astrologer. So we know that astrology is very, very, very important, especially when it comes to seasons and times and just, predicting the future and stuff like that.
Pause it. No. Don't use the Bible and say that. Because the Bible said the Lord didn't want us doing that. They always leave that out. Go ahead.
Fine. So, since I came through that chart, that natal chart.
Go back a few seconds. Watch this.
When it comes to seasons and times and just, predicting the future and stuff like that. Yes. I'm a water sign. So, since I came through that chart, that natal chart, and I'm connected to the water like that, the water literally be calling me. I can eat all fruit, drink all fruit juice. I literally feel dehydrated until I go to the ocean. The ocean be calling me. We have to start listening to these signs, but it's hard to listen to your element call you from the element that you truly arrive from if you're blocking, yourself from being on that 5th dimensional place, just
So, brother, how do I get to the 5th dimensional place? Enlighten me. How much money I got to pay you, and what's my monthly subscription? How do I get to it? What book did you write that I need to read? or what Zoom do I need to log into and join your master class? How is it that I get to the fifth dimension or the fifth element? Please enlighten me. The fifth element, ain't that what Chris Rock played in when he had the little crazy ass hair?
Yeah.
Chris Tucker, he had like 7 fingers or something like that. I can't remember. That's the fifth. He was gay in the fifth element.
He was gay.
I told you. Right. Every time they do this, it be some sodomite stuff in there. So he's a water sign, and apparently he connected to the water. And every time he goes to, so what the ocean be saying to you? See, shout out to Deacon Isaac, because Deacon Isaac would toy with this guy. Hey, so he'll think he's so serious. Like, hey, so I want to hear more about this. I'm really interested in it. So tell me a little bit about So what exactly does the water say? What you about to say? Go ahead.
He say he feel dehydrated till he go to the ocean. I want him to take a mouthful of it.
Right, what the hell?
Take a mouthful of it.
Right. He gonna pass the hell out. That salt water gonna kill him. Go ahead.
But people will believe because he's very elegant in his speech. You know what I mean? He know his stuff when it comes down to the what they call the herbs and stuff like that. But that stuff right there you talking about, bruh, that joke is for the moons now.
Right.
You tripping right there now, bruh.
He a water sign. So what do he have? He got gills or what? Can he breathe better underwater than us?
He Aquaman.
Damn. That man called all the sea creatures. They just show up to the beach. Come on, man. Stop it. That man, play it. I want to see a picture of him swimming. I want to see a video of him swimming. He's a water man. Go ahead, play it.
5D, beyond the 5D. So it's hard to be beyond 5D and hear your element call, which you come from, if you blocking it and you shutting down your melanin neurotransmitters because you eating the wrong things and you drinking the wrong things and you putting the wrong substances in your body. But it's very important to work with your element that's a part of your natal chart. And you getting into your inner child and you start playing with these things, you will notice that that's where your magic really lies. You'll start seeing miracles and everything happen.
Whoa, what the hell? Playing with little children. What the? Yo, get that man out the screen, man, before we get a strike. We gonna get a strike for playing his crap.
What you always say, just let them talk.
Just let them talk. They gonna say some dumb stuff, man. Playing with your inner child, not mine. Go ahead. What the hell?
Hey, get 1 Corinthians 2 and 4. I'm gonna tell you what that is.
That don't make no sense.
It don't make no sense. But that's man's wisdom right there, what the scriptures say,
out, man,
which don't make no dang on sense. Read it.
The book of 1 Corinthians chapter 2 and verse 4.
Uh-huh.
And my speech and my preaching was not with enticing words of man's wisdom.
See, those what he was talking right there is enticing words of man's wisdom. He gonna have you black folks out there going to the ocean looking for your calling. Like, I'm listening. Where are you, water?
I guarantee you he said mermaid. I guarantee you he said a mermaid. Yeah. He seen Ariel. He seen mermaid. Jesus Christ. I mean, where do we go from here? Where we go, John?
Not to the beach.
Damn, hell, not with him. Shoot, that nigga liable to leave you on the beach. They think, he 7 miles out in the ocean. You're like, bro, how he standing up 7 miles out there? That man, oh God, that's Greek mythology, Poseidon, all that stuff like that. Right. Hey, get 1 Corinthians 2, since you brought that up. 1 Corinthians 2, verse 7.
The book of 1 Corinthians chapter 2 and verse 7. But we speak the wisdom of God in a mystery.
Read.
Even the hidden wisdom which God ordained before the world unto our glory.
So the Lord gave us this glory to understand the Bible. Don't take it for granted that you understand the scriptures, brothers and sisters. Go ahead.
Which none of the princes of this world knew.
That's the scribes, Pharisees, chief priests. Go ahead.
For had they known it, they would not have crucified the Lord of glory.
Because a lot of these people that push all that, they don't believe in Jesus Christ. They do not believe in Christ. They believe in all these other things, but they discount Christ. They discount the Bible. He'll bring up the Bible, but he won't actually give you no understanding on it because he himself don't understand it. Right? Skip down to verse 14.
Verse 14.
13.
Verse 13.
12. Damn.
Verse 12. Now we have received not the spirit of the world.
So when we hear that, we like, bro, that's crazy what you talking about right now. You wildin'. Go ahead.
But the spirit which is of God,
Read.
that we might know the things that are freely given to us of God.
So God, what did God give us? Love your neighbor as yourself. Thou shalt not kill. You the Israelites. Christ a black man. Keep the Passover. Keep the Pentecost. The moon is the beginning of months. Right? The Lord gave us these things, and we look at it because we've been in the truth for a little while. It's basic stuff. It's become our life, right? But the world, you know how many people in the world don't understand that the moon is the beginning of a month? Or how many people don't understand why we keep like things like Passover, Feast of Pentecost, how we calculate it. A lot of our people are in the dark when it comes to that. So to us, we compare spiritual things with spiritual, meaning the things that are in the Bible. If it don't line up with the Bible, we ain't fooling with it. Go ahead.
Verse 13, which things also we speak, not in the words which man's wisdom teacheth.
So that right there is man's wisdom. It sounds deep, it sounds good to some people, but it ain't biblical. Go ahead.
But which the Holy Ghost teacheth,
Read.
comparing spiritual things with spiritual.
Go ahead.
But the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of God.
So when we bring out things of the Spirit of God, the natural man can't receive it. Go ahead.
For they are foolishness unto him.
It's foolish for him to be married. It's foolish for him to not get tattoos. It's foolish for him to love his neighbor as himself. It's foolish for him to keep the Feast of Pentecost and things of that nature. That's all foolish. Why would I do that? How are they going to better my life? Chakras, brother. Chakras, the fifth dimension. You understand? Go ahead.
Neither can he know them because they are spiritually discerned.
So they are spiritually discerned. Now I'm going to show you something. Go to Wisdom of Solomon 13. We read this last night. Let me show you what they do. When we went over that in Deuteronomy 4, right? But let me show you something. Watch this. Wisdom of Solomon 13:1.
Wisdom of Solomon chapter 13 and verse 1.
Watch this.
Surely vain are all men by nature,
Read.
who are ignorant of God, and cannot out of the good things that are seen know him that is. Neither by considering the works did they acknowledge the workmaster.
So he going to show you what that means. Read.
But deemed either fire. Or wind. Or the swift air, or the circle of the stars.
The circle of the stars. Read.
Or the violent water, or the lights of heaven, to be the gods which govern the world.
So when they look up at the lights of heaven, when they see the circle of the stars, when they feel that swift air like a tornado or a hurricane or tsunami, they say that must be gods. Those are gods that are doing that. They don't consider that there was a God that's greater than that created it. Keep reading.
Right. With whose beauty, if they being delighted, took them to be gods, let them know how much better the Lord of them is.
Read.
For the first author of beauty hath created them.
Man cannot come up with. You ever watch when the sun set? Like you, especially like you from the country, where you got like this open land in front of you, and you watch the sunset. Them colors that hit be perfect. It puts you in a mood. You understand? When the sun set and you chilling. And you live out, especially when you, like I said, if you live out in the country and you see the sunset, it puts you in this little mood. You know, you just be out there chilling or whatever. Or even at nighttime when the moon is up and it's full and the stars is out. And you just chilling. You listening to the sound of nature and things like that. That's why tabernacles, that'd be some of your best sleep. Why? Because you become, you understand, you become entrenched, or what's the word I'm looking for? Entrenched with the nature because you're in it. Right. But you never say that moon is God. You never say that sun is God. You never think that. Why? Because you understand the Most High. So you said, no, that ain't God, but my Father that created that is greater than that. But they don't have your God. They don't believe in your God. So when they see the sun and the moon and the stars and things, they try to come up with things or rationale based off what they see. He gonna tell you that. Keep reading.
But if they were astonished at their power and virtue,
read.
Let them understand by them how much mightier he is that made them.
When you look at the sun, you say, well, I know an intelligent being had to create the sun. The sun couldn't just appear, y'all. It don't make no sense. The moon couldn't just appear. Something had to create that. Right. Something had to create the planets. You know how big the planets are? Some of the moons of the other planets are bigger than Earth. Some of these planets are 4, 5, 6 times bigger than the Earth, man. And you say, how does something get that big? Saturn got rings around it and stuff like that. You say, how is that? Different galaxies, dimensions. There's an intelligent being that had to create that. But they don't assume that. They say, no, that's God. And that's saying y'all are doing yourself a disservice by believing that. Right. Go ahead.
For by the greatness and beauty of the creatures, proportionably, the maker of them is seen.
So when you see the fire from the sun or the rays from the sun, that light that come from the sun, that's just showing you a portion of God's power. When you see the moon, that's showing you a portion of God's power. I don't know about you, but if you ever seen a hurricane, or you ever been close to that, you see that, and the Bible is telling you that's just a fraction of God's power that he's showing you. You understand? Volcanoes or volcano eruption, that's just a fraction of God's power. You start worshiping things that are on a low level. You look at his power and virtue and think it's greater than the God that created it. The Lord saying, you foolish for that. Go ahead.
Verse 6, but yet for this, they are the least to be blamed. For they peradventure err seeking God and desirous to find him.
Some people are trying to find God, so they see those things and they get caught up in it. Go ahead.
For being conversant in his works, they search him diligently.
So some people study the moon, study the stars, study these zodiacs, things of that nature. Go ahead.
And believe their sight.
And they believe what they see.
Because the things are beautiful that are seen.
And the things they see, they're like, oh, that's beautiful. Go ahead.
Howbeit, neither are they to be pardoned.
But the Lord said, I can't let you get away with it. Why?
For if they are able to know so much that they could aim at the world, how did they not sooner find out the Lord thereof?
So how you not find God? If you're looking into all these things, you should have been searching the Bible and say, oh, God created that. And this is why he created it. Okay, I can see that now. But instead, they do research on what man has found out, scientists have found out about these particular things, and they come up with their own conclusion to worship that as a God. The Lord said, you're foolish. All right?
Never go full retard.
Right. Don't never go full retard. Don't do that. Whatever you do, don't go full retard. Go to the next video. Astrology. Yeah, play it. Oh, God. What the hell Terrence Howard got going on, man? Not my boy. You know my guy back in the day, man. What he doing? Hey, now he over-exaggerated that Memphis accent too, by the way. I was a little offended, I ain't gonna lie. Hey, man, tell him, man, that's not how they talk down there.
He got a
Y'all
pressing
we
curl.
all my Memphis brothers now. The hell is this?
He got a pressing curl.
He got a pressing curl. Now, this is what Paul meant when he said it's not natural for a man. He wasn't talking about braids and dreads. He was talking about a nigga right here that got what is that, little Shirley Temple? What is that? What is that called? I don't even know what that is. That's like your white school teacher back in the day. Okay, she wore her hair like that. Miss Sharp. I had a school teacher named Miss Sharp. That's how she wore her hair. That's how he got his hair. That's what Paul meant when he said it ain't natural for men to have long hair, y'all. I think it is real. I think it's real. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe it was Halloween. I don't know. He wildin'. Play it. But listen to how he speak.
I stay away from astrology. Why do I need? Because they told the truth about Christmas, told the truth about Easter, told the truth about holidays, all of this stuff. But why stay away from astrology? Well, it turns out all religion has come from astrology, and the astrology was astronomy, and they were trying to make sense of the heavens and how time passed and these bodies. And it turns out the sun going through the 12 constellations. They anthropomorphized those 12 constellations. They became the disciples. Story, every culture from the...
See, so look up the word anthropomorphosis. Anthropomorphosis. I think it's ANTHRO morphosis. Just whatever. MORPHEUS. Morphosis. Oh, cis. I'm all close to that. Somewhere around there. You know, you read about it. Pull up anthropomorphosis, man. Don't worry about it if you spell it wrong. Google will correct you, okay? Brothers back like anthro. You know somebody that can't type? They don't type with two hands. You're like him. Hey, Officer John be typing with one finger, y'all. He'll type a whole email with one finger. I seen him do it. He'll be there like this. I said, John, what you doing? He said, I'm typing an email. I said, at that rate? Let me see it. It'd be perfect. Flawless grammar, great, everything. But he typed with one finger. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. That's my brother right there, man.
That's the Mississippi.
Oh, hell no. I took typing class in 8th grade. They're wrong with you. Talking about that Mississippi. Don't blame the whole state now. He said, hell no. Read it.
Anthropomorphic. Definition 1. Relating to or characterized by anthropomorphism. Explanations of animal behavior in anthropomorphic terms. Having human characteristics.
So anthropomorphosis or anthropomorphic means having human characteristics. Okay? Go down. We said me act like a nigga. You crazy. Let me see. We'll go down. It was something. It's something else. It's something else. Go to Go to Merriam-Webster. I don't trust them. Go to Merriam. Anthropomorphic.
Anthropomorphic. Described or thought of as having a human form or human attributes.
Right. But watch the next one.
Ascribing human characteristics to non-human things.
So they say the sun is Jesus, and they say the 12 constellations is his 12 disciples. Negroes just can't. I heard him in the time before. My brother-in-law used to always argue me about that. You reading that Bible, you know Jesus is the Son of God. S-U-N, not S-O-N, brother. And the 12 constellations is the 12 tribes of Israel. I said, okay, brother. Bruh. So, all right, I'll holler at you. I'll holler at you. I'm gonna get up out of here. I tell my wife, hey, we gone. This nigga crazy. We out of here. So we left, and we ain't been back since. But anthropomorphosis or anthropomorphic is when you give human characteristics to non-human things, like the sun, moon, stars, things of that nature. But we just read in the Bible that the Bible says that God created those things. Therefore, we should not look at them as gods. Okay? 1 Timothy 6:20 real quick. What you want to say, Minahan?
I'll pull a script, Cat. Go ahead.
All right, go ahead.
You want me to go ahead?
Read that script.
Okay.
The book of 1 Timothy, chapter 6 and verse 20.
Go ahead.
O Timothy, keep that which is committed to thy trust.
Go ahead.
Avoiding profane and vain babblings.
Read.
And oppositions of science falsely so called.
Brothers and sisters, stay in the Bible. This has been committed to your trust. You done changed your life because of what's written in this book. We all was on the path to wickedness and death. The book changed us. The word of God is what changed us. Keep that committed to your trust. If science go against what you've been learning, what you know has changed your life, get away from it because it's not to be taken seriously. Anything that go against God, anything scientifically that go against God, you got to get it out your life. All right? Go ahead. What you about to say, Al?
Yeah, let me get Romans 1:20. Hey, a lot of that, the word we just used was
anthropomorphic.
Yes. Listen, that is the root source of idolatry. You give honor to things that God says not to give honor to. Watch this. And you skip a step. You stop and don't worry about what made it. You completely lose the purpose. Romans 1:20.
The book of Romans, chapter 1 and verse 20.
Yeah.
For the invisible things of him from the creation of the world are clearly seen.
They're clearly seen. You can see the wind. Well, not see the wind. You see the reaction of what the wind does. You see the sun. You can feel the wind. That's right.
What direction it's coming from.
Right.
Yeah.
Come on.
Being understood by things that are made.
Watch this.
Even his eternal power and Godhead.
Read.
So that they are without excuse.
You are without excuse.
Right.
You have no excuse. You must ask yourself, well, what created that? You have to do that. Well, the sun, the stars, and the moon, okay, they're up there. How did they get up there? God said you are without excuse. Read on.
Because that when they knew God,
they what?
When they knew God,
come on,
they glorified him not as God.
Read.
Neither were they thankful, but became vain in their imaginations, and their foolish heart was dark.
That's what happens to them because you start worshiping the wrong thing. You don't give honor and glory to the Lord who created the things that you're worshiping.
Go to the next video. They go right back with what we about to show right here in the next video. Play that. So that we was actually going over Romans 1 last night. And that's one of the heavy things that you read, what we read right there. It connects with that wisdom of Solomon. So that's a good precept, boss. Play that.
You go to your horoscope and you say, oh, what are you, Scorpio? This, you go straight to the Scorpio and it's written, oh, that's okay, that's going to happen to me. You should try it differently. Do the following. Get someone else to pick one of those horoscopes at random and read it to you. I've done this experiment. Yeah. I picked one at random, read it to a room of 100 people, and I'd say, did I just read your horoscope? 70% of the hands went up. So you realize that they're written in such a way that you can find the meaning that you know and need for yourself because of the way each one of those horoscopes are written. And you lift up the things that are most applying to you, and you suppress in your mind the things that don't apply, and you walk away thinking that they're speaking to you because of what time of year you were born. And we've known about this. It's a psychological effect where we remember the hits and forget the misses. Like you pick up the phone and say, I knew it was you, Grandma. Well, how about all the times that you thought it was her and it wasn't? Those don't get remembered as an incident in your life. They get rapidly forgotten. And so you can end up thinking that you're psychic or you have special telepathic powers. We are susceptible to be fooled by our own brain, by our own sense of what is real and what is not.
Damn. So I told you, that's you bugged out. If you believe that, you bugged out. Right. That's confirmation bias. It's just confirmed what you already thought anyway. So you read these horoscopes and you say, yeah, that is me. But what about the negative part? Well, that ain't me. But well, hold up now. You say it's your horoscope. It's your month. What do you mean it ain't you? Yeah, only the good part is me. That bad part, I ain't dealing with that. That's a delusion. Give me that real quick. Isaiah 66 and 4. 66 and 4, I think.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 66 and verse 4.
Go ahead.
I will also choose their delusions.
Yeah, what God says, I'm going to choose your delusion. Go ahead.
And will bring their fears upon them.
Read.
Because when I call, none did answer.
That's why, because when he called, you didn't answer.
When I spake, they did not hear.
Read.
But they did evil before mine eyes and chose that in which I delighted not.
So since we choose what God delights not in, he said, I'm going to choose your delusion. So when you see somebody giving in the horoscope, that's one delusion that God gave them. Somebody in homosexuality and think it's okay, that's a delusion. Somebody that believe in the Christian church wholeheartedly, you can show them scriptures to show them they're wrong, and they'll still be like, nah, I know you showed me scriptures. I know you did it in context. I know you got clarity and showed me all kind of historical facts, but I just don't want to stop believing in white Jesus. I just don't believe he's black. I'm like, okay, you know what? Obviously, you have a delusion. It is what it is. Stay over there with your delusion. For real. And you say, I just can't believe they can't see it. This is why. The Bible is telling you why. God gave them that delusion. Keep reading.
Verse 5, hear the word of the Lord, ye that tremble at his word. Your brethren that hated you, that cast you out for my name's sake, said, let the Lord be glorified, but he shall appear to your joy, and they shall be ashamed.
And they're going to be ashamed when they see God. Why? Because they got a delusion, and they believe they right, and they not. They not. Go to Luke 16:15. We were talking about this earlier today. Luke 16:15. And I do have a don't listen to black women today. It's been about a month. It's been over a month. So, you know, I don't want to hear nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, we ain't did it in a month, so we on y'all today. You gonna get it.
The book of Luke,
The unrepentant, of course, not these repentant sisters. Go ahead.
The book of Luke, chapter 16 and verse 15. And he said unto them, ye are they which justify yourselves before men.
You justify yourself. You say, oh, no, the horoscope, it's predicted every facet of my life, and I'm successful because of it. Go ahead.
But God knoweth your heart.
But God know your heart. He know that you wicked. He know that you got evil intentions. Go ahead.
For that which is highly esteemed amongst men is abomination in the sight of God.
You hear that? The things that men highly esteem is an abomination to God. Horoscopes, Zodiac, things of that nature, the Newyear, that's highly esteemed amongst men. Everybody talk about those things. Everybody know about those things. Yet, God says it's an abomination. The only way to understand that is what we read earlier in 1 Corinthians chapter 2, that the Lord have to give you spiritual things to compare with spiritual, meaning the Bible. The wisdom of God. Okay? Now, skip them last few things I had. And give me them, I had two, but play the don't listen to black women thing. They probably like, I don't know where it's at, Cap. It's been so long since we done one. Oh, yeah, it's back. Y'all on point. All righty. So you already know what it is. It's been a while. We used to have a whole segment, a whole show, Don't Listen to Black Women. And when I say don't listen to black women, obviously I mean the unrepentant. Now, I love these sisters in IUIC, but these sisters in the world, you bug out. And we're going to show you today. Hey, so play that real quick, that video I had, number 28. Play that real quick. Yeah. Play this.
Yeah, 27, time to sell. 30, 50% off. Over 35 on clearance. 40, outlet. 50, Goodwill, Salvation Army.
Damn.
Yeah.
So, now, I know some women going to take offense to that. But I want you to understand something. You cannot determine what the market deems valuable. You cannot pull up in a 96 Honda Accord and say, look, I'm about to trade this in. Okay, well, we'll give you $500 for it. What? $500? I want $8,000 for that. Where? Get up out of here, man. No, we giving you $500. That's my last offer. You can't tell the dealer he got to give you $8,000 for a car that he don't deem worth and that the market don't deem worth. So when you sisters, this is why we tell you sisters, especially you young sisters, not necessarily the sisters that are already at these ages. These young sisters, you young sisters that are in your teens, that are developing to young daughters of Sarah, going into your 20s, we're showing you your value is when you're younger. Young women, give me that first Timothy 5 and is it 8? Young women marry? No, 14. This is what the Bible say. You young sisters, you young women, this is what the Bible says about you. Go ahead.
The book of 1 Timothy chapter 5 and verse 14.
Go ahead.
I will therefore that the younger women marry, bear children, guide the house, give none occasion to the adversary to speak reproachfully.
So the young women are supposed to aspire to be married. That's what the Bible's saying. And it says, have children, guide the house. The older women get, the more risk they start, especially in today's society. An older woman gets, the more risk she starts to have in pregnancy. It's just that way. The food that we eat here in America, the different sicknesses and diseases that the white man put out here in the world, it affects our sisters. You understand? A lot of things affect y'all. Okay, your hormone, the chemical imbalances, and all these different things, your diet. So you started saying, well, I'm going to wait until I had a successful career. Then I'm going to have children and get married. But you in your 40s. Damn. Why would you wait till you 45, 50, 60-year-old, like Vivica Fox say, you know what, I'm going to settle down now. That's arrogant. Bruh. That's not what you was put on the earth for. You were put on the earth to be a helpmeet to a man. That's why you here. You can't say, oh, I'm here for my purpose. No, you're here for what God gave you your purpose, or the purpose that the Lord gave you. Right. And as soon as our sisters accept that, a lot of sisters going to be happier. Because a lot of sisters in IUIC, I'll give you an example. We got sisters in IUIC that they got married in their 40s. They may have already had a kid or two, maybe. But a brother, he's a little bit older, he accepts her and her children. He take care of her children as he is. Matter of fact, when he married her, that child become his. And they have a successful marriage. So it is a way that it can happen. Right. But if you in the world doing that stuff like that, a lot of times you see those marriages end up in divorce. That child don't respect that man because you didn't teach him how to follow up under a man, godly. You understand? You don't teach him that. So that's why the Bible is saying that you have to, when you young women, you need to get married. And you sisters that's in the ladies in waiting program, let's talk about that for a second. Y'all need to be patient. Y'all need to be patient. Y'all trying to jump the gun, trying to hurry up and get through the program. No, take your time so you can get the husband that you need. Because a lot of y'all say, oh, I deserve a six-figure man, 6'5", 200 pounds, in shape, 6 figures. Where he at? He ain't over here. You ain't finding no brothers. It's because most brothers that making 6 figures are whoremongers, y'all. Making 6, 7 figures in the world look like that. They're whoremongers. You don't want that man. You want a godly man. Give me that. Right. Sirach 37 and 12? You want a godly man, sisters. Y'all looking for this man that look exactly like what your dream man and all that stuff like that. Y'all got to stop that. Not saying you can't have a certain preference in how a brother should look or height. And I'm not saying you can't have that. But what I am saying is a lot of y'all sisters, y'all be having this unrealistic expectation at your age. And some of you have baggage. You bringing children into a relationship. A lot of y'all don't take that into consideration. You just say, okay, well, I deserve this. No, that's not what the Bible say. Okay, read that for me.
The book of Sirach, chapter 37 and verse 12.
Go ahead.
But be continually with a godly man.
Go ahead.
Whom thou knowest to keep the commandments of the Lord.
Read.
Whose mind is according to thy mind.
Read.
And will sorrow with thee if thou shalt miscarry.
So you need to take the counsel of God into consideration. God is saying that you want to be with a godly man who you know keep the commandments. There are some godly men, and they keep the commandments, but they don't fit your ideal height or your ideal complexion or job or whatever the case may be. Well, how about y'all put y'all money together? If you make 60 and I make 60, we make 120 a year. Right. We can do a lot of things with that, sis. You crazy. I don't want no man to make less than 100, less than 6 figures. You crazy. You make decent, I make decent. We put our decent together, and now we're in a whole different tax bracket. But you ain't looking at it like that. Why? Because you grew up in the world. Some of y'all sisters, y'all got a worldly mindset when it come to men. You're looking for what the world says love is and these television shows. I tell my wife, she love Waiting Exhale. I said, stop watching that. I'm going to put a spirit on you. I can't Waiting Exhale. I love it. Stop watching that. Especially when we first, now, whatever. We first came in the truth, it put spirits on y'all. Y'all think relationships is these movies. That ain't real. And Waiting Exhale, one of them whole married. You know that, huh? Go back and watch Waiting Exhale. One of them got divorced, her husband left her for a white woman. The other one, she getting whored out by Reggie or whatever his name was. Nigga drunk as hell trying to take her to the mama house. He get back there doing cocaine and everything. He smashing her. One dude leave his wife just to come and smash her ear once in a while. The big, what's her name? Gloria, I think her name was. Gloria ain't had no man. You understand? All of them that had a Whitney Houston. She smashing her. Why would y'all watch that and think that that's what we're relationship about? None of them relationships work. Yes, I know the movie. I watched it, damn it. Good movie. But in that movie, if you're looking for your relationship to be like that, that's the wrong movie to be watching. You need to be on Titus 2, talking to Mother Payah, Mother Shamara, the mothers in IUIC that been married 15, 20, 30 years successfully. That's what you need to be looking for.
Hey, Cat, and then they had a soundtrack. Remember Mary J. Blige? She had a song, I'm not gonna cry. Yeah, you cry. I'm not. Yeah.
That's it. I ain't gonna lie, that jam.
What the jam?
I'm not gonna say it. Oh, yeah, that's fine. I ain't gonna lie. but pull me back in. That thing was fine. But we were kids. We didn't know the hell we were singing. But now you listen to that, and you got a good husband. In the truth, he a good man. He come home, you blasted Mary J. I remember, bro, listen, y'all know I'm open book. I always knew I was in trouble with my wife when she be blasting that Keisha Cole. What was the name of that Keisha Cole song? The one that went, oh, hell no. She better, John, you done went for the juggler. Talking about I should have cheated. You crazy as hell. She played that, she done. I don't give a damn. I don't care what I did. You ain't for the hell no. Yeah, I can't remember. It's another one, though. I forgot what it was. She gonna text to me in a minute. Oh, I thought that was it. What was the name of that damn song? It was a Keisha Cole song. I gotta look up Keisha Cole's best song. Hold on, let me look it up. It wasn't I should have cheated. You crazy as hell. Don't ever say nothing like that to me. Bruh. My mind believe you done did it now. You done brought it up. Keisha Cole, you wrong for that, John. The hell is this? Let me look up Keisha Cole's top songs. Keisha, damn, you better. Keisha Cole, Edomite, ain't it? I remember. That's what I knew she was. I told boy. Let me look up the lyrics real quick. Let me look up the lyrics. Hold on. Oh Lord. I remember when my heart broke. I remember when I gave up. Damn. Hey, when I heard that blast in the background, like, damn, she done got my phone. You come in the door, hear that? Like, shoot, I might have gone back over to Cuz and them how I'm going to holler at you. Because you knew what it was, but I was in the world, obviously. But what I'm saying is, we had a whole bunch of worldly relationships. Your heart done been broken. You done been abused. Sexually, you know what I'm saying, just whored out. Then you come in the truth, and them the men you looking for? You have to change your mind. You have to change your mind when it comes to looking for men, sisters. You want to look for men like the bishops, the deacons, these our leaders, our elders, these men that have been faithful to their wives. You understand what I'm saying? That walk with their wife, they've been in relationships for a very long time. Them the men that you want to look for, right? Now give me Sirach 26:23. So I showed that clip of Kevin Samuels to put into perspective how when you in your youth, right, listen to your parents, your fathers, your spiritual fathers here to guide you to help you find that godly man. A lot of y'all reject us. When I'm going to get a husband? When you going to talk to leadership? You don't talk to us. How you going to get a man? Because you know, if a brother he going to call, he going to say, Captain Gedaliah, I respect you. I respect the other officers and stuff like that. Hey, I want to ask about this sister in your congregation. How is she? We're going to tell him the truth. She don't talk to us. She don't counsel. She don't talk to the big sisters. I don't know what's going on with the sister. I'm not vouching for you. Because I ain't finna mess that brother life up. I know you ain't no good. I ain't messing his life up. Read that for me.
The book of Sirach, chapter 26 and verse 23. A wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man.
So a wicked woman given as a portion to a wicked man. Go ahead.
But a godly woman is given to him that fear the Lord.
And a godly woman going to be given to him that fear the Lord. The brother fear the Lord, he keeping the commandments. If you fear the Lord, keep the commandments. The Lord said he going to bring y'all together. But if you in here, you don't listen to leadership, you think you know better, you got a feminist spirit, I'm telling you, hey, this time last year, I called out a spirit. I said, you got Jezebel in you. You better change. Sister got mad at me. She said, I ain't no Jezebel. I said, okay. 1 year from the date, where's she at now? Okay. Jezebel. I told you I can see it. We all can see it. The sisters can see it. That sister ain't right. Stay away from her. Only sisters that got that mindset as her want to be close to her. You a fool. You a fool. Some of y'all sisters going to get jacked up listening to these disgruntled sisters that been around for a long time that ain't got no man. You start listening to her, and you start thinking like that too. Or the sisters that hate their husbands. I don't understand y'all. Some of y'all sisters hate your Lord. Find any way you can to disrespect him and embarrass him in front of people. Then another sister gravitate to you and say, yeah, I want to be like her. You a dummy. You a dummy. You not going to get a good man. Guarantee. Right? Give me the next video real quick. We about to be done. I know they mad at me. I don't. Play it.
Would you still date me knowing that I have 2,000 bodies?
Hell no.
You have 2,000 bodies?
Yeah.
Pause. Look at him. Just look at it for a minute. This sister, she bragging about, and I've heard her say this on another interview. She says she got 2,000 bodies. Now, how that's even possible, some may say it's not possible. But it is if you have foursomes, threesomes, all 2 men in one day, 4 men in one day. Some of these women, I'm telling you, they is a what's that, deep ditch? Get that real quick. It's in Proverbs. A whore is a deep ditch. Some of y'all think that can't happen, but it can happen, right? And some sisters is coming into the body with them same spirits on them like that. 2,000 men mean 2,000 demons. Y'all don't believe it? Read that. Proverbs 23, verse 27.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 23 and verse 27.
Yep.
For an whore is a deep ditch, and a strange woman is a narrow pit.
Oh, God. That thing hurt me. Read again. Damn.
For an whore is a deep ditch, and a strange woman is a narrow pit.
A narrow pit. Now, whoa. So many men fell in. That's what they're saying. Many men have fallen into that pit. Now, let me say something to y'all. So, if you was that sister in the world where you had a lot of sexual partners, do you come in the truth and your first mindset is to get a man? Is that what you need to be thinking about? No. You need to be healed from all them spirits you got on you. Give me that. Give me that. Mary Magdalene, Luke 8 and 2, I think. Luke 8 and 2 or 8 and 3. You need to be worried about trying to get healed, sis. In fact, but you worried about when I'm going to get married. How about you get healed? Then marriage will come. Read that for me.
The book of Luke, chapter 8 and verse 2.
Yep.
And a certain woman which had been healed
and certain women
which had been healed of evil spirits and infirmities, Mary called Magdalene, out of whom went 7 devils.
You hear that? The sister Mary had 7 devils. Now, some of y'all may say, ain't no way somebody can have 2,000 demons. Go to Mark 5. I ain't got it written down. Mark 5 is later on in the chapter about Legion. Mark 5 and verse, let me see. Mark chapter 5 and read verse 15. All right, read it.
The book of Mark chapter 5 and verse 15. Verse 9. And he asked him, what is thy name? And he answered, saying, my name is Legion, for we are many. And he besought him much that he would not send them away out of the country. Now there was there nigh unto the mountains a great herd of swine feeding.
Watch this.
And all the devils besought him, saying, send us into the swine that we may enter into them.
So the devils wanted to enter into the swine. Go ahead.
And forthwith Jesus gave them leave. And the unclean spirits went out and entered into the swine, and the herd ran violently down a steep place into the sea.
Watch this.
They were about 2,000.
See that? They were about what?
2,000.
Read.
And were choked in the sea.
So you may say, well, can't nobody have 2,000 demons. This brother did. He had 2,000 demons in him. Legion. Look at that.
A unit of 3,000 to 6,000 men in ancient Roman army.
You see that? A legion is an ancient Roman army, a battalion, whatever they call it. 3,000 to 6,000 men. This brother had 2,000 demons. So when that sister said, oh, I done been with 2,000 men, That's why I said it's not out of the realm of what we seeing in today's time with the promiscuity and the different sexual immorality that you see people doing. You understand? So the Bible says that there were 2,000 demons in this brother. That sister could have very well had the same spirits in her. Some of y'all got them same spirits in you, and you come in the body, and the first thing you're looking for is a man, and that's not what you should be looking for. You should be looking to get healed first. Then the man will come. Go ahead.
That's why you sisters, y'all have to be taught how to love your husbands, how to raise your children. You have to be taught these things because you won't taught that out here in Babylon. That mindset that sister has, a lot of you sisters still got that same mindset. Real quick, give me Titus 2.
Somebody said she don't belong to the street. She belong to the world.
Yeah, man.
Damn, she belong to the continent. I'm seeing all kind of comments. Y'all going in. Y'all ain't right.
Read. Yeah.
The book of Titus, chapter 2 and verse 3.
Come on.
The aged women likewise, that they be in behavior as becometh holiness.
Go ahead.
Not false accusers, not given to much wine, teachers of good things.
So the elder women in the church supposed to teach these young women good things. That's why we have the ladies in waiting program. Yep. That's what that's designed for. Go ahead.
That they may teach the young women to be sober.
So when you come in here, you come out of Babylon, you coming out of this world, you got to be taught how to be sober minded because some of you are weed heads. Some of you sat around and drank wine and got drunk all night. Read.
Yep. To love their husbands.
You got to be taught how to love your husbands. Because when you out here in the world, you look at brothers like, man, all dudes are dogs. He ain't nothing. I'm going to put him on child support. You treat black brothers bad. Go ahead.
To love their children.
Some of you don't love your children. Some of you will drop your kids off at your mama house and just leave them there all day long. Don't even call check up on them. Don't leave no food for them or nothing. Go ahead.
To be discreet, chaste, keepers at home.
You see that? You got to be taught how to be discreet. And then when they say be chaste, meaning keep yourself. Keep your legs closed.
Damn.
You got to be taught how to do that because you've been hoeing all your life. Go ahead.
Keepers at home.
Go ahead.
Good. Obedient to their own husbands.
Oh, boy. Read that part again.
Obedient to their own husbands.
See, that's what a lot of you sisters struggle with. Being obedient to your Lord. Because some of you don't even want to call your husband Lord.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? But the Bible said you got to be taught these things. So you got to come in here with the mindset, you know what? Let me humble down. Let me get my spirit right so I can be a good wife to my Lord.
I'm going to tell you something. If we tell a brother that you don't talk to the leadership and you don't seek counsel from the elder sisters and stuff like that, and he's still marrying you, he wicked. I'm just telling you straight up. He wicked and you wicked. And y'all going to be a match made in hell. Y'all going to go through hell in your marriage. Because you want Rod and he want for JJ. That's all it boiled down to. He's willing to bypass the men that are called your spiritual fathers, your leaders. He's willing to say, they're telling you she's not ready. Just like a man know his daughter. You come and ask me for my daughter. She ain't ready. I'm telling you she's not ready. And you going to go do it anyway? Hey, listen. You go ahead and do what y'all gonna do, but don't come to me when you go through hell and come crashing down, because it's going to come crashing down. It's a guarantee. You can't go around what the Lord has put in place. So I hope y'all listening to that. All praise to the Lord. So let's get out the way, man. Captain Joel coming up next, man. So that was we'll go to the thumbnail again, man. We went in today. All praise to the Lord. A lot of history came out today. Go ahead.
The Newyear and the Zodiac.
Newyear and the Zodiac. Then we left the sisters with something to think about. Especially those of you that plan to be married in this truth. All right. Let's pull up the credentials. Let's get through it real quick. We got Cap coming up next. We'll get out of his way. So I hope y'all got something from the show today, family.
We're seeking your assistance to enhance our national broadcast. Pull out your phones, scan this QR code, and answer 5 brief questions. Leave it up for a few seconds, y'all. We're trying to get better.
Shout out that QR code in the corner, too. Let them know where to donate at.
Yes, sir. Hey, make sure y'all scan that small QR code down there, man. The prophets are going around the world teaching God's word, and they need y'all help. Scan the QR code and donate. Also, subscribe to IUIC Raleigh NC2. Esau cannot stop this truth. Make sure y'all pull out that QR code and scan that back up. Scan that QR code and follow us on that channel.
Because you know they hate us. And they can't wait to shut us down. I saw we got a strike from something 2 years ago. I'm like, come on, man. They wait. That's how they do. Esau know he can strike us at any time. He'll pull up something two years ago.
If you enjoyed today's show of Escaping the Plantation 2.0, you can send donations to Israel United in Christ or via PayPal at iurc.raleigh.nc@israelunite.org.
All praise, all praise. Yeah, so hey, QR code, Ray, I was almost on point. Damn. Right here. Your QR code right here, brothers and sisters. Donate. Remember, we got the Land Blitz in March. Big concert, all that. It's going down. Make sure y'all sign up, get your tickets. All right? So, with that being said, we got Captain Joel coming up next with Man Up Monday. So, I'm your host, Captain Gedaliah. To my left,
Officer Michelle.
To my right,
Officer Menahem.
And to my far left,
Officer John.
And with that, that's another edition of Escaping Plantation 2.0.